Welcome to Alma, Missouri. Today we are going to be jumping in and starting off with what the game gives us in new farmer mode. And we are going to be transforming a lot of stuff because right now we have some John Deere stuff, we have some Case stuff, and well, we need to sell all of that because we're going to turn this into a New Holland farm. You guys have been asking for it. We haven't done one yet, so this will be our blue and white farm. And a little bit yellow. I've also installed a few other mods. Some of them are on PC, some of them are some of them are on all platforms. We have the pallet stack mod because we're going to be doing pallets for everything instead of well, what we did on Court Farms. We're also going to be utilizing the enhanced animal system, so some of our animals will be babies and some of them will be adults and some of them unfortunately will get old and pass. And for the first time, precision farming will be featured here on this Let's Play. We haven't used this yet, so we're going to use it in this one. I've also done a few other modifications as well. For example, you may be able to see there at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, cow barn, 1,000. Yes, all of the cattle, all of the animals, everything that is on this map, whether it be a placeable or something that's already down, it holds 1,000, except for the horses. They're just 16, always. So first things first, let's go ahead and get rid of some of the equipment that we're not going to be using. Well, at least stuff that's not New Holland. So most of the stuff in here, if not all of it, in fact, is going to be getting out of here. I do like that cedar, though. We may hang on to that. I'm also going to swap out a few buildings, too. Most of these are going to stay. I may get rid of the silos. I'm not quite sure yet, as I don't really use silos in that style. Just not my thing. Also, the house, I think we can get rid of this. Yeah, we can. And that's a good thing because we're going to swap that out for either this guy or this guy. Probably this guy. It's a little bit smaller, but we could go in it. We'll make sure that it's yellow, so at least that it matches. But as far as that goes, probably about it. The horse barn may also go, but we don't need to get rid of it yet. But it is definitely going to be one of the first things that I get rid of because, well, we're probably not doing horses, let's be honest. Funny enough, you can actually fit a lot of stuff over here at the store. Whenever you reset stuff, it is going to spawn way over here, right behind the store, so just make sure you guys are aware whenever you're resetting stuff. After it's all said and done, we've got about $1.3 million, and that's a decent amount of money, at least to get started. And the good thing is, we really don't need a whole lot to start with, but we do have access to some really cool stuff. Let me explain. This map brings the heat. This map supports swathing. So of course, we got grass here, I believe. Base game, this is alfalfa, but I've changed this over to grass. We've got corn that's ready to go and a lot of it. So we're going to do that. We haven't done corn in a while, and we have a field full of wheat over here as well. But because swathing is enabled, I think we may utilize some swathing over here. So we need to pick up a combine harvester. We need to pick up a, I would say a grain head, but we'll probably hold off on that for now because we're going to have to get that swather. And we need a corn head. Oh, we got so much stuff to do. And I need a tractor so we could do some carting. Oh, and I need to get rid of some silos. So I did sell the augers that go with these Meridian bins. The Meridian bins are cool. They're just not my thing. Maybe later in the series we'll utilize them. But for right now, peace out, homeboys. Oh, yo, can we sell this little shed? We can, but I don't know why I would. It's not worth anything. Well, that's worth something. So we'll utilize this guy at least for now. This is a modified version of the base game silo, so at least give us somewhere to store our stuff. Plus, we could store all of our animal feed and things like that here as well. And we do need to do a little bit of landscaping. Now, which one of these looks best? There, good enough. Yeah, check that out. All right. I'll dig that. Hey, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Of course, we need to check and see, are there any New Holland mods that are in here that are on sale? Ooh. There is actually one, but unfortunately it's not a modified version. I would have to go in and kind of piddle with that just a little bit. Are there any more? Is there anything that we can utilize in here? Ooh, a D1000. That's pretty nice. Oh yeah, forgot about those big balers. Oh, we got to use those too. Well, since we can't have the large one, we're going to go with this. Now, this is kind of similar as well. We've got the 18 mile per hour. So this is the base game version, but we've got a couple things that have been modified by 82 Studio when we were doing early game testing. So 100,000 liter capacity, but really, that's about the only thing that's changed. Corn heads are also a little bit all over the place in Farming Simulator, but I think at least for this combine, this is going to be the perfect one. That Sony Compact 10, 7.8 meter working with, and it actually has a New Holland attachment. So I think this is the one to go for. This is where it gets complicated because I do want to use swathers, but the unfortunate part is there are no New Holland brands, so we could either go with Challenger, which would be super cool, or we could go with Heston, and I think at least for this farm, Heston's going to be the way to go. And we've got two versions of the headers that kind of go along with this, and we're probably going to have to buy one of both, so like $50,000 worth of headers. So here's the first one. We need to go with Heston, and let's go for the logo on the side. This is going to be our crop header, so this is going to be what we swath up all of the wheat with. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Now, we need to go over here to the other version, and we just need a regular version. This will be what we use in grass. So, Agco Black, that works for me. Ba-bam. And we need one of these. We need a pickup header, so we're going to go for the New Holland and Crop Catcher color. It's extra money. Let's just go with nothing right now. I also want just a really, really nice, great medium tractor, a big medium tractor to start with. And this is the one I'm going to go for, the New Holland T7 HD Tier 4F. This is actually by Steve Mods, STV Modding. A really, really nice tractor, and we're going to go with it. But unfortunately, it's like a quarter of the rest of our money, so we need to be kind of careful. Usually, I just go for a basic tipper, but I think in this series, we're going to go for an auger, and we're going to go for the Dibco 22 series. The 1100 version, I modified this a little bit. I think this will match up really, really nicely with that T7. As a matter of fact, we could take a look at the two each other right beside here. Oh, that's just perfect. It got that USA flag on there as well. You gotta have a semi-truck, so we are gonna go with the Volvo WIA for that. And being on the farm that we are, I think I'm just gonna have to go with a Wilson trailer. It's gonna be the perfect addition. Where's my truck? There it is. Yeah, those are going to look great together. There's quite a few other things that we're going to need moving forward as well. For example, we're going to need a plow. We need a mulcher. We're going to need something to plant or seed with. I don't think we need rollers and fertilizer spreaders and sprayers. We're going to need all that stuff, but at least for harvesting, that kind of thing, this should get us started. So here we are, quite the ragtag bunch. Man, oh yeah, and I put tools on the T7. It just looks better with tools. Yeah. Man, that Volvo truck is looking epic over there. We got the harvester ready to go and the swather, which must mean it's about time to get to work. Oh, and we're gonna do bales, but I don't have a baler yet. We'll figure that out. Let's start it off with corn. We haven't harvested corn. I say we, even me, haven't harvested corn in what feels like forever, more or less. I haven't even done it off screen. Also, this croissant header, is this American? I'm not quite sure. I do know that it's awesome. I know that much. Oh, and they're working on the foldable grain heads as well, which I'm super, super excited about. But I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's like a Batman thing. You can't hate on it. And then we should get a little nice unfolding animation right here. Wait for it. There it is. And then boop, 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 boop. Oh, dude, that is one of the coolest things ever. Man, farming equipment in general is just epic as it gets. Let's double check a few things. Enable straw swath. We should have some corn straw. I think I am utilizing a mod that should work with that. Also, I think there's weeds in here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yikes. Well, here we go. Let's do this. Enable fast farming. Obviously, would you think I wasn't gonna fast farm on here? Boom, and go. Are we gonna get that swath out the back? Yes, but not a big one. So yeah, there you go. I'm using the extended stroke crops. I believe that the Yoast modding mod, something like that. This is gonna be good. I am actually going with corn first for a reason. So I'm gonna be utilizing this so that I can hire a worker. Man, I have no idea how I'm gonna hire a worker on this field. Yo, actually, this may be like the easiest thing ever. So if you open up your little window down there at the bottom left-hand corner, your map, you can not only see a couple things that make precision farming easy for us, but we can also line up a worker on, like, you know, 0 and just set them down. And then they should go down here and stop. Please don't put the straw outside the field. Oh, fireworker. Idiot! That's my straw. Quit giving it to the other farmers. As I was saying, this actually, I mean, it does work. Because this is on all platforms, we also don't have to worry about like multi-terrain angle, which is really, really nice. It is nice, and it's really cool, and it's nice to have, but I have my thoughts about MTA. Nonetheless, I'm going to babysit this for a few minutes going back and forth here, but this should work just fine for everybody. One thing I wasn't expecting is having to babysit this thing as much as I have. I haven't let up yet. Up here all the way at the end. Actually, as a matter of fact, you know what? I could probably go straight through here. If the worker doesn't, which I don't think they're going to, they're probably going to go through here and then stop. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. Nice. Not going to be able to hit the spot at the top, and I do have to fire the worker right here. Yeah, there we go. Drop all the straw swath. Nice. And now I can hire them up again here. I probably should have gone around twice on this field, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. No one cares. There you go. All right, hire them back up again. You can kind of see where I've been. Man, there's a lot of weeds in here, and something else I wasn't ready for. Yeah, all those weeds. We are going to need a plow, by the way. Yeah, I've got, like, so many things turned on that I never, ever, ever turned on. So, crop destruction on, periodic plowing on, field stones are on, weeds are turned on, and then, of course, all this stuff's turned off. That way I can spend my own money the way that I want to. This next pass, though, should put us on the track to be able to do the rest of this field with a worker and not have to babysit them. Man, there's so many weeds just all over the place, dude. Let's see, down to that weeds. It says growing, but unless that's grass, which I doubt. I mean, they're just all over the place. Here's another spot. How's the worker gonna do this? They're probably just gonna stop working, I imagine anyway. Well, I haven't fired them yet. Are they gonna drop back down? They are. Neat. The worker just did that by themselves. Missed a little bit, but that's not too bad. And then I can just clear all that up by myself. Nice. Yo, workers not so dumb. Oh, stop it, kid. Quit, stop giving my farmers the straw stuff. I think the worker's probably gonna do okay. So now let's go and jump in here. This is another one of those where we're gonna have I'm gonna have a little bit of fun doing this. We need to toggle some work modes here, so I think I'm gonna go around to the left-hand side of the field on the wheat field. So we'll kick everything off to the right, and then we're just gonna make double things. So when we come through with the swather thing, pickup header. Yeah. When we come through with that, we'll have to pick up once. We did this similarly on Edgewater, but the fields were much, much more difficult to deal with. This is another one of those where we don't have to worry about the header picking up grass, because this specific version of the header actually only works with swathable crops. This was added with the, I believe, the most recent update, so this is definitely one of those. If you haven't updated this mod yet, which I don't know why you wouldn't have, but if you haven't already, make sure that you do, because it has some really, really nice features that keep you from getting grass all in your swath. So I think this update came out months ago. So yeah, anyway, double check. Boom, that is done. Now we will change the working type. There we go. And we can quite literally just do the exact same thing again. Although I might go backwards. I think going backwards is going to be better doing this. I don't know. I guess I'm about to find... No! Not in this corner. Doing it the other way. Doing it the other way. Just go the same way. Come on, DJ. This is the thing, though, right here. You want to make sure that your swath just kind of plops in the same area. If you go right beside each other, it will work just fine. But I have found, for me at least, that it works better if I overlay them just slightly, so you don't get the full effect here, but it does work, and it works, I think, a little bit better. But hiring a worker is also super duper easy. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that on this field too. Figure now's a good time to go and check on the harvester just in case, to see if they've done anything stupid. But I got to be honest with you, they're kind of doing everything okay. Again, I will come through here and do 2 headlands from now on, but I think, you know, especially with this little corn head, this is okay. One of the nice things about having this corn head is we have a new production chain. Well, it's not shown as a production chain, but it is a way of doing things. We're going to try and utilize those new productions as much as possible. This will make 2 full headlands around with this. Now I need to figure out how in the world I'm going to hire this on a worker, because this is going to be, well, I don't know. I guess I could just follow the line right here, huh? Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and swap that over to the right-hand side. I think about right here is good. And now hire worker. It should go forwards. Yep, there we go. It will stop and it will go far enough to where it will overlap that again. But it's not going to overlap. It's just going to kind of put it right beside it. Is it going to drop the header? Oh, it dropped the header. Nice. And then it puts it kind of right beside it, just like that. So you will have to come through and double check that you're right on line. But that is going to work. That'll work good. Yeah. Man, everything's just kind of working. Okay. I can't really do much more right now. I guess I need to get the tractor and figure out how to pick up all this straw. I mean, if we're doing New Holland, we need to use this, right? Is there any other baler? I'm sure there's quite a few, actually. But I think this is what we're going to go for. We're going to go for the New Holland D1000. This is the version, if you guys want to take a look and make it your own, I'm going with the Michelin Cargo X Bib. The big one's got the D1000 old style red. Optional extras, none. No registration plate. Silage additive tank, yes. But I don't know what I'm going to do with the, you know what? That's $2,000. I'm just going to take that off. Boom. Looks like perfect timing as well, because this guy needs a little bit of help. There we go. Hire him up on a worker. We'll finish this off, and it looks like the worker should be able to do the rest of that without any problem. So we'll get in here and we'll start baling. Yeah, JK, I kind of forgot about this part. Yeah, I'm going to need to come in here and do a little bit of carting, at least for this guy. They're almost full. They've got 96,000 liters in here, which is great. Man, I just love all of those awesome animations and stuff. Oh, slow it down, baby. Slow it down. There we go. There's another thing that we need to do, because I noticed with the baler, it requires like 95 horsepower, something like that. Yeah, 95 horsepower. I think our T7 might be a little bit too big. All right, so I got the most perfect tractor ever for this setup. Also, it's just smushing it. Look at it's smushing it. So these have to be weeds. I mean, right? Well, I don't know what exactly is going on with it, but I do know that it looks super cool. Stubble's getting smushed, the weeds getting smushed, everything smushed. Yeah, by the way, I went with a red tractor. This is going to be cool too. All right, hang on. About to do some carting. About to do it. Can I line it up? Yeah! Let's go, baby! Ha-ha! This is going to be fun. Hopefully we can deliver this to the grain dryer, but I think we're going to need to buy it first. Maybe not. Maybe I could just utilize it and go from there. Oh, I should probably not close everything. Let's go and drop that. Jump over here. Check this out. So I went with a T5, and I went with the Agri Power version. So we've got a, it's red. It's not quite the New Holland red of the baler, but I do like it. And I think it's going to work really, really nicely with this. We probably need a front weight too. This might be a little heavy. Here we go. Nothing too crazy. It's a 750, which may actually be too much. Yeah, but that seems to be working okay. Pretty cool, man. Now let's set up our bale sizes. Let's go with a 240, as that's going to be the biggest one and perfect for us. Then we can come through here and pick up all the straw. I think the worker's about done. This guy is almost done. This guy's not done. We probably need to babysit this guy more. Swathing is done, and now our corn is done. We got a couple pieces right here and a couple pieces that just never quite really grew along the outside. If you know, you know. And since there's no reason to cart, we'll just put this in here ourselves. There we go. So that is at least the front part done up. But now we need to do a few things on the other field. But at least for this one, I think we've done just about everything that we can. In the next one, of course, we're going to be getting some swathing done over on the, well, picking up the swath anyway, on our wheat field. We're going to be making some bales, and then we need to get mowing as well, because we need to make some silage out of that grass so that we could sell it and make a little bit of cash money. No animals yet. Everything's still going to be arable, and we're going to be working on some production chains as well. So we'll see you then. Another harvest day is upon us, and in this one we are going to be swathing, or picking up the swath rather, and we're going to be baling, we're going to be mowing, and maybe some other stuff, maybe some plowing as well. All of our fields need to be plowed. All of them need to be fertilized. Everything needs everything. And because we're using precision farming, we've got to do all of that as well. I was thinking about this. Since we can't hire a worker doing the swathing, or the pickup rather. I keep calling it swathing. This is the pickup. Since we can't do that, and I've already got all of this that we need to pick up from a few days ago, well, why don't we just do this so that we could just bale all of the straw at one time? I think that's going to be the best way to go. Also, we need to figure out how to wrap quickly. And I don't know how to do that. How do you wrap grass quickly? We're going to need to figure that out. Something else we got to do is come through here and get all of this. We should drop some straw. Yes, we are. That is good news. And the great thing is we're getting 20% boost off of this as well, since we are using our pickup. Oh, I'm so happy about this. You may remember back when, we got the bounces back again. We got to be careful with those bounces. They miss a lot. It doesn't seem to be missing anything, so that's good at least. Nonetheless, you guys may remember back in, what was that? Edgewater, Saskatchewan, we did this. And I really enjoyed it. And I remember talking to Clutch about it and saying, I don't not like it. I really like it, even though I have to do it myself. And you know what? I stand by that. I still enjoy doing this. Ooh, that's a big swath. That's not good. Getting over this little hill right here, honestly, may be the hardest part. Can we do it? Yeah, actually. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right. We do need to be careful, though, because the straw around the outside, we can eat that up, and it just disappears. Used to, it would multiply it by like 10. And I'm glad that doesn't happen anymore. So let's get a little bit of work done. Sitting here swathing, I got some time. So let's get to work. I just had a thought. I don't know if I said this out loud already, but I have a really bad feeling that our little baler is not going to have a fun time picking up these swaths. Maybe through the middle of the field it can, but not at the end. It's just too big. I think it's going to look at it and go, nah, I'm good. So not a whole lot, but I still think a very, very respectable number overall. Where are we at? 71,000 liters? I mean, that's pretty good, especially for getting not great off of this field. I mean, not great off of this field at all in comparison. Use the precision farming and yeah, it's just, was it 60%, 70% of what we'll get probably total. Oh, we missed a little bit. Hang on just a second. I wonder if I can get this without hitting the straw swath on the side. There we go, we got that, and then line it up. Got him. Oh, missed a little bit here too. What have I done? I wasn't even good at this. There we go, got him. So now it's kind of the fun part, because we've hung around the main farm the entire time we've run this series so far, except for the very beginning when we went into town. Well, today, right now, we are going to take this and head into town and figure out where we're going to take everything. Normally, you guys know, normally I would take the wheat and we would make flour out of it. And here we can actually take the corn and turn that into dry corn, but we need to figure all that out. So we got 3 places here. We have grain mill, grain sell point, and Sedalia. Sedalia, I believe, is the train, so we won't be going there. The grain sell point doesn't give us anything in return, but we have a higher price. And then grain mill itself, well, that's where we would make our flour. As for corn, similar story. However, if we go to the corn dryer, we actually get a really, really decent amount of money there, $2,669. So, what do? We head into town and see for ourselves, and especially how expensive these are going to be. That's going to be the big thing here, is how expensive is the corn dryer? How expensive is the grain mill? And holy cow, this is a beautiful truck on the inside. And how much money do I have? $449,000. I've still got a lot of equipment I need to buy. Oh, one thing I forgot. So this first farm actually has cattle on it. I think that they're going to die is what's going to happen. I probably need to move those cattle and sell them or do something like that. I've got an idea. First stop, though, is going to be the corn dryer. I believe we can take a right here on this road, and then this should get us where we need to go from there. Yes. The corn dryer is right up here. It's not going to show up in your productions. However, it is a place. So corn's in the front, I believe. Yep, corn's in the front. We'll pull up through here, and we'll get a tip for that. Now, let's see how expensive this is. $100,000? Oof. Quite expensive. I think I've got an idea, actually. All right, so here's what we have to do. We have to buy this land first. Then we could sell the cattle, and then we can, well, we could sell this land again. So let's do that. We've got this. Buy it. Yes. Now we need to hit the cattle pasture, which is here. I don't know where the animal buy point, though, is. That's slurry. Should be right here. Nope. Aha! Found it. Yes, we have 50 cattle in here. We have quite a bit there. Yeah, let's see. Select 25 total. Okay, we should be able to sell these. That way they don't die. There we go. We've got those. And we'll sell those. They don't die as well. An extra 50K. Cool. Then we could sell this. And now everything's just kind of, all the triggers are kind of gone. So that made us, what was that? 50 extra grand? Okay, that's a good place to start. Next is equipment. There are quite a bit of things, quite a few things that we need because we're using precision farming as well. We're going to need fertilizer spreaders. We need lime spreaders. We need something to do liquid fertilizer and a plow and a seeder. Maybe a planter. One other thing I'm going to do is find somewhere in town to put this. This is a multi-filling station, and what this will make us do, or force us to do rather, is come into town to get our lime. It'll force us to come into town to get our seeds and solid fertilizer. This will basically be like buying our stuff in town, but we'll have it here, and we can use a big tipper to do that with. Maybe something over here. We've got a decent amount of stuff throughout. We could probably spin this way. Can we get in and out? Technically, the answer is yes. So, yeah, nothing's stopping us from putting it right here. Boom. Boom. That works. Now I just got to remember where I put it. Oh, yeah, and we need a rock picker as well. We're going to have rocks, so we're going to need to pick them up. So I'm thinking this is the one to go with. This is a modified version of the one that Black Sheep Modding released. It's $64,000, but at least we've got it. Did that? Oh, no. There we go. Had my store set. Oops. Next, we need a mulcher. Now, I've got quite a few of them downloaded, but I'm not sure which one to go with. Would be nice to have one that's just like super duper big. Ooh, 9 meters? That's pretty good. Actually, this is a wonderful excuse to use some stuff from the horse DLC. So let's do that. There we go. And that's pretty cheap. We've got a trailed version as well. We have the power to pull that, but it's 78 grand. So I figured, yeah, we'll probably just go with the smaller one. And we can hire a worker with those. If you think I'm using anything other than the Lizard 9MT for this, you are out of your mind. For the seeder/planter, I think I'm going to use one of my modified Kinseys. I think it was J-Turk back in the day. They helped me put this together. We're just going to keep all of the custom colors off with this one. We'll just leave it as is. We're also going to need a sprayer because I've got weeds turned on. We need to have something, and we need the weed spot spraying because this is going to save us a lot on herbicide. I am going to utilize a few things to help me out a little bit. So lime, especially on larger fields, takes forever. You got to fill it up and go back, fill it up and go back. So we're going to get one of these. Does red match? Not really. All right, well, we'll just go back to this. So this is going to be what we use for lime. It's got 100,000 liter capacity, something that I'm modified. And honestly, I love this spreader right here for doing solid fertilizer. I also admit that I use this a lot. But it's awesome. I love that thing. All right. Is that everything we need, at least for now? I've got a mower. We've got a baler. Tedding, we're not going to do that. And I'll show you what we're going to use. We're going to use a couple things, as a matter of fact. Speaking of, I just realized, like, yeah, we got this baler, but I'm going to be utilizing a silo system that I don't think accepts bales. Uh-oh. I hate to just use this mod again, but it works really, really well, and it makes a lot of sense, especially for what we're doing, and it just picks up large swaths. So I think this, we may just be idiots to not use it, because I have to have swaths, which means little baby baler doesn't have much use on our farm. I'm trying to think what I would use it for, but I got nothing right now, so we're gonna have to get rid of that. The thing is, as well, is everything that we've got is based around that tractor. Let's see if we can jump over here. What can we use with the little one? I guess the fertilizer spreaders, but that's a T5. A T6 would work way better than this. There's a T5, right? Yeah. So here it is. Everyone say hello to the New Holland T6 Auto Command 6-cylinder. This should give us a little bit bigger of a tractor to manage some of this equipment, but it's still small enough to where it'll be okay. Now, that brings us to the next point to make. Buy the building number 1 corn drive for $100,000. Actually, no, we're not going to be able to do that. So we're just going to have to sell the corn as is. But one of the interesting things about selling the corn is it's going to give us some money. Oh, I don't know if I want to buy it or not, though. But we will make a lot of money off of this. Our total take off of that corn is $311,000. However, they took away $10,000 of that for our environmental score, because we have a very poor environmental score. That's going to go up pretty much immediately after we're done with everything, but for now, that's about all we got. Yeah, so smartness is telling me I need to sell. Why did I go into F12? Smartness is telling me that I just need to sell stuff and be done with it. So it looks like grain sell point, I believe that's right in front of us right now. Don't show price fluctuations, just tag the place. Yeah, so it's right there. We're gonna come over here, and then we're gonna need to buy some lime, and we need to buy some solid fertilizer and seeds as well, but I guess we'll get that momentarily. Do I have to go around like this? I do have to go around like this. I'm driving way too fast right now. All right, how do I switch over to the back? Tip side, back, yes. This should be a decent chunk of change as well, though I don't know how good this is gonna be. Still pretty good. What's our 2153? We had what, 70,000, so maybe about 140,000, 150,000. Nice, even better. $153,000, but they took 5,300 from us. Was that 1% of it? Yeah, that's wrong turn. Now I guess we pick up some lime and some solid fertilizer. Yeah, one of the nice things, at least, with this mod from 82 Studio, it is a little bit cheaper, thank goodness. It's still not the cheapest, and it's still going to be quite expensive for what we want to buy, but at least it's not too bad. I think I'm going to start with 100,000 liters, maybe a little bit more of lime, and then we'll probably do, like, I don't know, 50,000 liters of solid fertilizer? How does that sound? There we go, right at it. That's actually pretty cheap. 99,000 liters of lime, 16 grand. Okay, now let's go for solid fertilizer. This one's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Yeah, that's going way faster than I want it to, but we're still gonna buy 50,000 liters. That way I don't have to buy much later on. Oh, that stinks. What is that? 49,000 liters for 59 grand. Oof. And here we go. We'll go ahead and dump all of this into our silo here. That way we've got it whenever we need it. And we're gonna have to go back and get some seeds as well. I don't know how many seeds we need. Seeder holds 10,000, so 20, 30,000, somewhere around there. That'll probably be enough. Man, seeds are expensive. What was that, close to a little over 20 grand for 30,000 liters of seed? Actually, that's not too bad. So the amount of money that we've got after we bought everything that we need, well, so far, is $434,000. That, I would say, is a pretty decent chunk of change that we've got left. But there is one mod that I also want to put down. I think that I've put it into the game, but I'll have to double check and see. But that's going to take straw and grass and turn it into silage. It also takes chaff and I think something else as well. Hay, maybe? So which of these tools do we need to use first? I guess we could go ahead and pick up all the straw. That way we can go ahead and get that moving. That is going to be this guy's job. We'll say for this job specifically, I'm not sure if duals is the answer or not. Maybe we throw on wide tires. I feel like standard's probably the one to go with here. Yeah, that's standard tire is definitely the one to go with. Also, if you're curious what mod I'm using to do that I just did right there, that's the mobile workshop. It is awesome. I love it. It's such a good mod. All right, let's go ahead and pick up all this straw. This will hold 500,000 liters. I believe this is one of her models. Might be one of my modified mods. I'm not actually quite sure, but I do know that this will pick everything up that we need to, at least going through here. And we'll do this quickly because this ain't gonna be straw for long. Not as much straw off of this field as I was kind of hoping to get. Where are we at? 188,000, almost 189,000 now liters of straw off of this field. That's, I mean, it's fine. It's not a lot. Also, I ran all over that stupid field. Now this field should be a little bit better. Also, I was looking at a couple of these fields and how combining them would work, so we may look into that a little bit. I need to boop out just a little bit more so I can actually do this quickly and efficiently. Oh, now this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're getting a lot of straw now. Yeah, we're right at the point of doubling how much straw we and we're not even halfway done with this field yet. We do need to come back through because a lot of these swaths at the end were just way too big even for this, which has an enhanced and enlarged swath picker-upper. So we're even going to have to come back through and do that. And I've got a funny feeling it's going to fill up before we even get all of that. But I am really, really excited about putting down this production chain. If I remember right, it's kind of expensive though. And there it is! Bam! We are full. Yeah, we get a little bit here on the ends. I think we've got, what, 2 more rows, maybe 3 more rows over there. It's not bad, though, especially for all of this. It's pretty good, and for the fact that I could have easily cheated and gotten the 2 million liter version, I think I did okay as well. All right, we got a couple here that I want to do something with. So we have the fermenting silos. Again, these are not the cheapest things in the world, but they do work. So we may spend the money on these and just go the largest amount. Let's see, fermenting stave silo large, small large, steel large. That's more expensive. I wonder if it holds more. All right, so I think this is the move right here. Grass drying steel silo large. This will hold up to 750,000 liters. And when we upgrade it, that's really, really, really gonna go through the moon. So I think that's a good idea to go here. So this will take our grass and turn it into hay. Do we put it in the middle? I feel like this is a really dumb spot to put it, but it also kind of works because we're going to have 3 of these when it's all said and done. So very first one, grass drying steel silo large. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And bam. Haha. Now we need, I guess it's this one. This is the fermenting steel large silo. What this will do is it'll take all of our stuff and turn it into silage for us. So we want to do that, and we want to kind of line it up around the same. Right about there. That look about good. Yeah. Bam. Haha. And lastly, we're not putting this one down today, but the TMR large silo. This will take everything that we got, and it'll turn your straw, hay, and grass into TMR. And we'll put that down, but not right now because we don't have cows. So there's no point. What we will do is we will take this, we will drive around towards the back of it, and we will go ahead and dump this so that it starts doing silage stuff. There we go. dump that. And if we take a look, straw silage, we'll go ahead and turn that on. Activate. Nice. So it'll take the straw and turn it into silage. I don't know how fast it'll do it, but fast enough. Well, I thought we were going to be able to get to grass in this one, but it looks like we're going to have to save that one for the next one at least. So today, we got a lot done. We were able to buy a bunch of equipment. I mean, we got a lot of equipment. The next thing we're going to have to do is plow up. We've got to, well, mow. First thing's going to be mow. Speaking of plowing, looks like we only have one field that needs to be plowed, so that's good. However, around field number 9 needs to be plowed, and I'm probably going to merge that with 3 because there's nothing in between the two. As a matter of fact, we could probably do all of these, but I'm going to wait and merge number 4 with field number 10, as I think that makes the most amount of sense, and I'm not sure I'm going to merge any of those with field number 1. Pricing for these guys is not the cheapest. We just don't have the money for it. $554,000, $633,000. The fields that we've got right now are good, and actually that other one over there is fairly cheap as well. So we'll hang on to what we've got for now, and we will see you in the next one. Episode 3 of Alma, Missouri brings us to our final harvest of, well, harvest number 1. We're going to be mowing, and we're going to be getting some work done with the swather. I've got the last grass field before we'll do some plowing, maybe. We're going to turn this into hay. And so we're going to drop down and talk a little bit about the update to Alma, Missouri. So since we last released videos, recorded, all that good stuff, you may be watching this in the future and be like, hey, how did the update go? Well, we're going to find out, I guess, at one point or another. So let's talk about this. This is going to be version 1001. And no new save game is required for this, which right off the bat, absolutely epic, super cool. So we can do some plowing, we can do placeables, we can do a lot of stuff, which really opens up today's video. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So they're adding a bale marker for the sheep bale point. You guys have talked about that, so you're not really sure where to put the bales, so that's going to all be fixed. They're also increasing the number of animals and the animal food capacity for cow barn old, sheep barn, and I believe those are everything. They've also increased the speeding for filling a propane and diesel. The diner restaurant will take stuff for the Platinum DLC. Auger wagons will take peas, when they didn't before, and well, now they will. Ooh, we've got an opportunity to cut way wide. Let's make this a wide turn. Yeah, man. They've also added a cow barn placeable, which will be super cool. Fixed collision of the farm silo at barn at the pig farm, which we haven't been up there, but I did experience that when I was doing my first look, and they fixed the train. Not quite sure what was broken with it, but hey, it is fixed now, so all good. Yeah. The big thing about that is no new save game required. So we are going to be able to do some really fun stuff and kind of change up the way we're doing things and change up my game plan for everything, because now, well, we've got full access to everything, and that makes life a lot of fun. So one of the big things that I wanted to do, of course, is change up the house. I wanted to change up one of the sheds, maybe put a new one in. I have already modified the animal barns myself, so I will go and save those XMLs, so whenever we come back, we will have those ready, and at least on my save, we can run up to like 5,000 of each animal, something just wild and crazy like that. I decided to have a little bit of fun over the weekend, and we definitely had a good time, so that is good. So now the mowing, at least, is going to be on autopilot, so let's find ourselves something else to do, and I believe it's going to bring us over here. I have kind of organized this a little bit, but there's just so much stuff in here that it's going to be a little bit difficult. Let's jump at this, the T7 315 Blue Power. We're going to pick up some of this grass. The grass, if you missed the last one, we put a couple silos over there, those blue ones. One of them turns anything, well, not anything, but like chaff, hay, grass, and straw, and it takes all of those and turns it into silage, which is super cool. This is going to go into the other one. It's not really a fermenter much as it is something that turns grass into hay. So that will give us hay, it will give us silage, and I think I've gotten rid of all of my straw now. So we're kind of slam out of luck when it comes to giving our cattle straw, but it would be nice to kind of save up and get some cattle. You guys don't like doing that, so that makes things easy. Plus milk, oh man, you could take milk and just make so much money. It's ridiculous. There is another idea that I had, and that idea would be taking this as well, this grass, and converting this into silage too, and then just selling it all. Making our money, maybe doing a BGA work. We haven't done BGAs in a while. Let's pick all of this up. Oh my goodness, it picks all of this up. How cool is that? Yo, you gotta get this mod right here. This loading wagon is epic. It's part of the Lizard TARDIS XL. I believe Omatana made this. There's a couple models here, 200,000 and 50,000 liters, I believe. I made a couple modded versions. I'm actually using one of my modded versions. The only thing I did was increase the capacity, 500,000 or 2 million. Makes things easy for me. Definitely makes things easier for me so I can stay out in the field a little bit longer. But for you guys, it'll definitely help with no matter what you're doing. But we're missing just a little bit, just off to the side. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back. All right, I'll do what I gotta do here. This is the last bit of grass right here that we've got to pick up, meaning off of this one field, we got 336,000 liters. That's a lot, dude, for this little field. That's pretty good. Speaking of this little field, I have been looking at this PDA right here, and I'm thinking maybe we plow 3 and 9 together. They fit match perfectly here. There's a natural border here between 4 and 10, which are going to be perfect to plow together, but we got to get the money first. So speaking of money, I think it might be beneficial to just go ahead and turn this into silage and get that sold. I think that's going to be the best thing overall, and we don't have cows yet. It's probably going to be a year or more before we get cows, and we could make a lot of money between now and then. So I think that's what we do. And then maybe we don't really have any grass from here on out. Both of these, I gotta be careful. Okay, this is the fermenting silo, and this is the grass drying silo. So in the middle is where we need to put this. Grass is going in, so let's poke our head around and see exactly what's going on inside of here. So we've got all the straw that we got off of the wheat as well as the corn. That's a bunch, and now we have the grass going in as well. We could upgrade this, but it's pretty expensive, $137,000 to upgrade this. It'll double everything, but it's also expensive. Did I mention that part? I feel like I mentioned the expensive part. Is it done? It's done. Okay. We can now put all of this back together, or put it where it goes at least. Actually, you know what? Let's spin it around here, and let's park it right up under this. That way, whenever it's time to get silage, we can just grab it and go. Or maybe I'll use the truck. I don't actually know I'm going to do this. So don't forget, we have precision farming installed, so there's going to be a lot of stuff in here that we need to use. I mean, sprayers, fertilizer, lime. We've also got cedar, rock removal. I mean, oh yeah, forgot. Got to lower that down to get that in and out. So we got this big old plow on the back of this thing. This is the 9MT, I believe, the 9-meter version. And we are going to use that to get a little bit of plowing done. First thing I need to do is figure out what needs it? Oh, that whole field needs it. And then I guess we could just plow those two together. So maybe we do the plowing togetherness first. I do believe I'm going to leave the field depths kind of where they are. I like where I mowed, though. I don't know. I feel like, yeah. Also, there is just this big old thing. I would love to tell you that I'm going to do horses, and I would love to tell you that we are going to have just a great time doing horses. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not ever going to do horses, so those are gone. And this tree makes life difficult as well, so peace out, home slice. Now we can really get some expanding done, because I can utilize that whole area as part of a field if I want to, and I don't know if I want to or not. I'm actually gonna kind of look under here, make sure. Yeah, there's nothing under there. I has idea. Ooh, no. I has better idea. This field. All right, check this out. This is the area that we just cut up. I was thinking about taking field 4 and plowing it down into here, but then the only accessed field 3 would be right here, and we would have a nice accessed field number 1 there. But if we take field 3 and plow it over here, bring it to this road, then we have perfect road access to both fields, and field 9 will be consumed by it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and plow these fields kind of together. There are a lot of space between both of these, a lot of usable space. So I'm going to turn on create fields. Yep, that's on. We'll drop this down. And go, go, go. Ooh, those are rocks. Well, I got a rock picker, so I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to go straight ahead right here, right beside our other field. It should be more than fine. Through there. There you go. And we'll bring this up to maybe about here. We'll probably have to come back through there because that's going to be a little too far away. I definitely want to get that a little bit bigger there. And then here we can bring this out just a bit. But man, not much. I'm not quite sure what's going to go with this field, but since grass is not really a need, we need things that give us straw. So, yeah. There we go. Lift that up. I think down through there is probably going to be fine. I will kind of make the rest of that field. I don't like these little dirt skirts on the side, so we'll get rid of those. And then now, once we get to the bottom right-hand corner of this field, which is where we are, this is where the fun begins, because there is a kind of a dip straight down. Oh, we're banking on it. We're banking on it. I think about here is probably as far down as I want to go, because this goes down about where we were mowing, and I'm comfortable going down through there. So this is good, but we're also plowing up the edge, which is getting that dirt skirt, which is wonderful, and then spin this around. That's not gonna work. That is way too high. No, 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 no. Ooh, you know what we could do? Because that kind of banks up right there, doesn't it? Ooh, landscaper and soften to 2. Oh, yeah. Let's make that a little bit bigger and make it a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. Oh, boy. I messed up like it never happened. Ha, ha, ha. Now, if you can go over there and show me where I messed up, I'll give you $1. Not really. A cookie. Yeah, like the Mr. Beast way, where you don't really get a cookie, but cookie. You know what I mean. All right, now the difficult part, because this is where I wanted to expand this field out, and I kind of want to expand it into the rest, like the rest of this area right here. Let's save, because I'm an idiot. There we go. So this would come over here. We would avoid all of that at all costs, but this whole area is literally just existing for no other reason other than me to come over here, I feel. So why don't we come down into here? Yeah. Spin this right here so our field actually comes into the farm. Spin that around right through there as well. I do have a couple headers right here. We'll move those. And then up. Straight up through there. As a matter of fact, for this, let's kind of piddle with this as well. So let's go into landscaping. Let's find our painting tool for grass. So about like that. Yeah, that'll work. And then let's go find ourselves some rocks. I think this is the one. Kinda. Did quite look the way that I wanted it to, but that will work, at least for now. And then kind of give that a bit so it kind of looks like that's supposed to be like that. And then lastly, we'll kind of paint the grass that's here. We'll also take the landscaping. We'll go into plants, find our meadow. I'm going to change that into a circle. So we'll take that, change it into a circle, and then this should get right up kind of close to that. So it looks like it fades in. Yeah, just like that. That'll work. And then we should probably do that all the way to here as well. So give me just a second. So it doesn't need to be perfect, but something kind of like that. That way, whenever we come through and plow, of course, we're going to plow up part of what we just did, but that is on purpose. Through there. Very nice. Yeah. And then right here, we swing it. Just like so. Come through here. And then we should find where we plowed up a little earlier. Uh-huh. Man, I tell you what, we're going to get a little bit too close almost with these fields right here. And bam! Ha-ha! So we should be able to come in here, see where we plowed up. Yep. And, oh, it's not showing there. Oh, you know what I hadn't done yet? I hadn't bought any of this. So I'll do the plow because it could show right through here at least. I'll plow up what needs to be plowed, and then we'll go from there. How about that? I know I mentioned this before, but if you guys are doing lots of plowing, take this plow at least. I don't know if any of the other ones work like this, but take this plow, flip it around to where the tines are backwards like that, and it basically requires 0 horsepower. This was one of my favorite mods from Farming Simulator 19 to do like this. 17 is when this came and was introduced, but we got our larger versions within there. So basically, I can go as fast as I want, as quickly as I want, and I'm good to go. So I think I mentioned this, but oh, I did not have create fields turned on. Will this create fields backwards? Yeah, it will. I just didn't have that turned on. Okay, I forgot about that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through here. We are going to plow up both of these fields, so we pretty much have a fresh place to start, but we're gonna have a lot of rocks to pick up. I'm not saying I'm cheating, but what I am saying is I'm gonna get this done just a little bit faster. So after lots and lots of work, I need to do one more run around because there's a couple little corn stalks that just didn't do anything. On fun notes, look at the size of these rocks. That is not gonna be fun, but we have a rock picker. Not the biggest one, but we do have one. Okay, all done. Let's see what we've got. Can we pull it up here? Yes, we can. So we can see this full field there, and then our largest field is now turned into its smallest field. Look at the itty-bitty tiny little piece between the two. Nice. All right. What do we need to do next? Is it rock pick? It's picking the rocks up, isn't it? Ugh. I don't really know where to put the plow, so let's just put it maybe in the very back. The good thing is I don't think we're going to have to use this very much, so putting it way back here, fit, nice. Putting it back here shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think the rock picker is showing now. I believe I put the plow in front of the mulcher, which also we don't have to use this time around because, well, there's nothing to mulch. Got it. This has been modified ever so slightly, and I do have to unfold it to get it through there. So that's always fun. I guess we could start right here and we'll just rock and roll. Try and hit both of these at the same time. This does hold 20,000 liters, so that's good. But with these big rocks, it might fill up quickly. These are not as big of rocks as I thought they were going to be. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I'm just going to pretend this is one field and zoom. Yeah, that did not take me long to get rid of the other thing. It was 9 meters, but going a little slower than I would like to. And we were on the outside. The good thing is, out of all of that, we got like 2,000 or 3,000 liters just off of one pass all the way around. This goes a little bit faster, and we're picking the rocks up at 16 meters instead of 9.2. So again, we'll get it done quickly. Well, today's been an interesting day. We're not done with this one yet. However, I did have to stop and do a mod video real quick because I decided to record early in the morning. This mod right here got an update, at least the day I'm recording this. And it broke it just a little bit. Also, there's an exhaust extension that got broken just a little bit. So I had to go on a real fishy website and download the first versions of these. We got a bunch of stones, 31,600 liters of stones, but that's not it. This, though, this would be the tricky part. I got to take the ones that were in here, which I think is like, I don't know, 4,000, somewhere around there, 3,200, yeah, that'll work. And then I got to get them in here. Oh, it actually gave me the trigger. Yeah, is this gonna work? It worked! Yeah, baby! Let's go. Nice. Oh, I love that. All right, I gotta be honest with you. This is fun. This was easy. Peace out, home slice. 52 grand. That costs $52,000. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. All right. Now let's go sell some stones, but I have no idea where we're going. Oh no. Okay, so you could buy them in the multi-fruit buying station, which I placed down, or you could sell them on the train. There's not a sell point for stones. Oh no. What if I put down the laziest sell point on Earth right here? I think it's going to delete all the stuff around it. Yeah, some of the stuff was deleted around it. Oh no. I put it get too close. The trigger's into the shed. Oh, man. I guess, you know what? We'll leave that there because that makes sense. Well, I was going to say I'm going to paint grass all on the inside of it, but that's not actually working? Why is that not working? Yo, just paint the grass in it. Please? Well, I tried to make it look as not like a sell point as possible, but yeah, there you go. Now, what are we gonna get for the stones? Oh, look at that, 147 bucks. It's not bad. Now I want to see what it looks like here in the game. Yeah, so there's definitely a sell point here, but it doesn't look like a sell point. That makes things easy. The only thing is there's no turning this into lime or crushing it, nothing like that. It's, oh, that's what, oh man, that's what I could have done. Where's the crushy thing? Don't we have one here? Thought we had one, yeah. I could have just put that down somewhere, but I didn't do it. Oh well, let's put this here. Currently not getting the trigger to sell, or to dump for that matter. Huh? I do hear, which is really interesting. Just not at that sell point. Why? Well, I have no explanation for it other than the fact that I think maybe just because there is, yeah, a weird little decoration thing. So, like, the trigger's over here, even to that point. Like, the trigger's way over there, but not here. So, okay, all right, let's try this. Just hang in there with me. Is this going to make me dump it into the pile back here? No. It just doesn't allow me to use this. Boo! Ugh, I give up. I don't even care. There. Can I paint now? Watch me not be able to do this. Oh yeah, now it works. It's the weirdest thing. There's something going on over there, and I don't want any part of it. So here is my idea. This whole area over here is where we've got quite a few things, including this guy, which is a point. We've got a fill point there. We've got a sell point right there. So I thought, well, why don't I try and put a sell point below this? So we'll go into productions, selling point, the sell all the things mod right here. And then we just kind of arrange it to where it's roughly about here. And then that's it. Just like that. And now our sell point is beside our buy point. So sell all the things, buy all the things, and if we ever wanted to make extra money, we could just double it up. Why is it not working? This is so stupid. Fine. You know what? I feel like I've wasted enough time. I'm just going to put these rocks. I'm not calling them stones anymore. They're rocks. And we're going to put them in the silo, and I'll figure it out another day. Is that how this works? You have to unfold those to dump? Man, that's cool. Ugh, don't like that sound. I swear, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be so mad. And yes, this trailer's been modified ever so slightly. See? So there was an issue with the trailer. So I could have used that other one. But I'm not sure what that just looks wrong. Way too wrong. 5,300 bucks. Did all of that work, all that stress for $5,300. And I lost $293 because the government says my environment sucks. And that sucks. Episode 4 brings us to this part of the map, the main farmhouse. Now, as you may know, the farmhouse is quite literally impossible to get in, and if we take a look, the windows are fake. Now, there's nothing wrong with this at all. As a matter of fact, I think some people would prefer to have a house like this where they could just go, hit sleep, and go to bed. However, if you are like me, even the garage, you guys are like me, you want a house that will work. So what we are going to do is say, peace out, home slice to the house. And we're going to replace it. We got a couple options, but we are going to be using some of the mods like this from our good friend Glenn over at OK Used Mods. Now, you also want to put these in a way that actually kind of makes sense. Like this kind of makes sense that it would be like right here in a way, and then there would be like a driveway over there, and with the driveway we could go into sheds and find a shed that works really well. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there's only one that I want to use, and it is this one. Yeah, this one. So I want to use this and put that like right there. I wanted to put both of these beside each other, but I just don't think it's going to work. But I will say, because he decided to do yellow, Celobuki, the creator of this map, because they decided that yellow was the way to go, we are going to honor that and stick with yellow. As a matter of fact, doing this like this actually wouldn't be a bad idea. You could park kind of beside the house. I don't know. Let me figure this out. I always recommend that you guys save your game before you do anything while I'm crazy, because, yeah, I just had a big old problem where I messed up, and now we're back. If you sell the farmhouse, that's cool, but there are things around that kind of hang out. But if you go to sell any of these farm decorations, like all of the little stuff will sell, including like all this junk over here. That sells too. I don't want to get rid of it. Not just yet. So I think we've done pretty well right here. I think this is a nice little setup. I did have to get it to where this little decoration was underground. There was just no other way to do it. I know in Farm Sim 19 you could raise and lower stuff. I wish that would come back. That was super beneficial, super helpful. Barely an inconvenience. It was awesome. And now it's a little bit more difficult, but that's all right. Now the rest of this, I just need to go around and do a little bit of leveling. Maybe about right here, maybe some square. Yeah, I think the square would probably be okay. We just need to bring this up all the way around, just like that, and out just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And then we'll get our soften tool, and we'll soften out some of those outside edges. And like, that's it. Ba-bam, I did it. Bushes are always like the one thing I think people kind of forget about. But you add some bushes around, and man, it just changes the look. Like that one, that was an accident. That looks great right there. I'm gonna put one right beside it too. Ha-ha! Now, here's what we look like. We may add some fencing too, just because that fencing looks epic. I really like it, and I think this will look good too. So here you go. We got a little parking area around towards the back of the house. Again, random bushes with a little bit of painting. I made sure that the painting worked well right up to the front door, and then all the way into here. What do you guys think? I'm really happy about this. I'm gonna save the game. I'm keeping it. It's there. So let's go around and see what we could use this with. That poor little decoration in the ground right there. Oh man. So this is neat too, because this goes all the way back here. I wonder if we ever get like another farm, maybe another field back there, or if I could just delete one of these trees and maybe do something out towards the rear. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll close that up. And if you don't remember this house, if you haven't used this house in a while, in here, I believe we can make the piano play. It's been a minute. I could have sworn it would play. Maybe it's just Clutches that does Barbie Girl. Who knows? And then in here we got a couple things. Got the toy story room, and then you got your primary room right here with the back door. Very cool. I love this house. Honestly, I wish I could just use this house and no other house in Farm Sim. It's just that good. So now with the house and everything done, and it being kind of early afternoon, we need to get started on some other stuff, like the fields. If you guys weren't here the last episode, we pretty much messed around with the fields a little bit. One thing I am going to do is get out of here and just smooth around a little bit. There are some really big hills, and though that is pretty awesome, it's maybe just a bit much in some parts. So I'm going to come through here and just kind of do a little preemptive smoothing real quick. Good enough. Now, let's get to work doing some other stuff. Number one is going to be purchasing our soil maps, because we don't actually have that yet. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. 12 grand. Okay. I buy it, but I don't wanna. And then we'll buy this area as well. Let's see. Purchase soil map. 5 grand for that one. It's a little bit easier to swallow. All right, so that's what we've got to work with. I don't know what that means for us, but I do know we need to get some lime. So we're going to hook up to my modded Kverneland spreader right here with the New Holland T6. I do like this tractor. Very good looking tractor, by the way. Mr. Mark Thor has sent me a lot of tractors to check out. Pretty much like every base game tractor. So we may be swapping stuff out because he has done some epically cool stuff. Yo, how does the cover open? All right, well, one of those buttons worked. Lime, here we go. We'll go ahead and dump the lime in here. And this does hold about 100,000 liters of lime because, well, of course it does. Why would it not? We'll go ahead and bring this up, looking good, and close that up. Oh, precision farming shows at the top whether you've got the help window on or not. Neat. All right, back it up. Hire the worker. Well, engage auto drive anyway, and then rock and roll. This should be doing everything automatically for us. That way we get the absolute perfect amount of lime for both of these fields. We might be going back to get more lime here soon. We have used over almost 30,000 liters in the first headland. I mean, I know that none of this had been done beforehand, so this is the first time these fields are getting it, but man, that's a lot. Yeah, there goes 30,000 liters right there. We'd had that little run right there, but I mean, goodness, dude. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to do something. At least lime's cheap, so at least that works. Oh man, wow! I've gone through 100,000 liters of lime in the shortest amount of time anyone could have ever gone through that much lime. I don't need much more, to be fair. I'm not gonna cheat it. We're gonna go buy it and bring it back. But that's yeah. There's a lot. We need a lot more. There we go. And then I'm probably gonna get a little like choop. And it's gone. Cool. Good thing is, at least the other parts of it are doing just fine, which is great. Oh, this is so expensive. We're still doing it, man. We're still doing it like this. We gotta come over here and we gotta actually buy stuff. All right, here it is, lime. I need more lime. We gotta buy lime. I'm buying lime. I don't like doing it this way, but it works. $22,000 of lime later. There's one thing that I really didn't think about too well whenever I created this whole little setup right here. And that would be how far the silo is from our field right here. Because you literally have to come straight through. Is that dumping? Oh, yeah. It's at the bottom. I was like, there's nothing up there happening. Anyway, yeah, I didn't think about that. I don't think it matters. Yeah, we're fine. And here we are back again. We did get a lot more lime this time, so there's more than just 100,000 liters in there. So we should be good maybe for like 2 years or something like that. This should give us a nice amount. So let's finish this up, and then the next thing is going to be seeding. And we're going to change it up a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Kind of glad I got so much. We've already used another 20,000 liters. Goodness gracious. Oh man, I'm not going to be emptying this out. Like I said, we're going to leave this exactly the way that it is, and this will be our constant lime spreader. Now, let's get some seed in the ground. And the first crop will be canola. And I could not be happier that we get to use this. Oh, I'm so excited to use the Kinsey. The T7 might be a little bit large for this, but you know, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and swap over to canola on there. And how do I open the cover? Can I open the cover with this? Like this? I think the answer to that is probably no. So we'll just kind of spin it over here and back it up to it. Also, this one's modified a little bit, so it unfolds super duper quick. I want to give a big shouty outy to J Turk for that, because he helped out a bunch with that. Yo, is there no way to activate? All right, well, I'm just gonna back up and see what happens here. Will it give me the option to start filling? Negative. I don't know how to open it. All right, we got a big problem. I don't know how to like get seeds with this, so we might have to do something. I just cheated in the seeds. I didn't know what else to do. I got nothing. Anyway, we are going to utilize our larger field for the canola. So let's maybe get ourselves over here, and maybe we'll start right here, and this will probably be plenty. We'll also enable fast farming, even though I'm pretty sure this thing does fast farming anyway. One of the things that I like about this is it will seed basically anything. It is direct drill, as I think the base game one is as well. But this makes things nice and easy, so I can do seed. I can do all kinds of other crops too. So this makes things real easy for me, and I don't think we'll ever need to get another one while we've got this series. Here's the spot we had trouble with whenever we were doing, was it, I don't remember what I did, but it was through here. It was somewhere through here, and it happened. There we go. Can we do this with this seeder? Confucius say yes. All right, cool. The rest of this field should be super duper easy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and knock it out. But what are we gonna plant in the second field? Well, let's find out. All done, and we are set on corn again. Yes, we did corn last time, and that was what was on this field, and I thought it was so nice, we're gonna do it once more. We didn't get a whole lot of straw off of it, but I mean, is that really the point of corn? I don't think so. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I just drank some Farmer Cup coffee, and for some reason I got the hiccup. So you hear me go hiccup. Yeah, there you go. All right, so we're going in, we're putting some corn in. The good thing is we've got the header for that, and then we're going to swath the canola, which will be fantastic. I've seen a couple of people asking me, how am I hiring a worker when it comes to swathing? I don't know. It just works. Give it a try. See what happens on your end. Yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I know. Going through here, how much money do we have? About $259,000 right now. That's decent, good enough, I think, for now. I do want to buy this field that's around this one. I feel like it would be perfect to put together. However, it's like $600 and some thousand, so it may be another year or so before we do this. One of the reasons that I'm doing corn is I want to take the corn. Did I miss? I missed a whole bunch of that. I'm going to go back and do all that again. I want to come through and I want to do dry corn. And it doesn't cost that much to buy the corn dryer, but you do have to buy it in order to use it. So I would like to do that and then just utilize said corn. At least that's what I really want to do. I think that would be fun, and then just slowly use all of the new productions and things like that. That's kind of the whole point. I would like to use every single new production. I know we need some sugar for something, but I can't remember. Anyway, how about we finish this field, and then we'll go talk about all that. Oh, and we've got a bunch of silage too. I wonder if it's done. Not likely. I tell you what, I've been going through this what feels like forever now, trying to get all of this done. But the good thing is we have got like what, one pass right here. Of course I missed a little bit down there. And then we've got to fertilize, but I do want to get that silage as well. At least take a quick peek. We'll drop down and done. Got it. And let's go ahead and fold. Can I do this on the run? Oh, I can. That's so cool. And then we'll give it a nice wash. Love that button. All right, let's take a look and see how our silage is doing over here. See how much we've got, and can we even sell any today? 24,000-ish. It's not bad. How much is the upgrade again? 137,000. We would get everything twice as fast, but that would only mean to this point we would have gotten 50,000 in like 3 hours. I don't know if that's the way to go or not. I do know we need to put this back, and then once we're there, maybe custom BGA. Maybe we just try and do that as well. I know we've got a BGA on here. We could probably sell that and then start like piece by piece putting our own BGA together. That could work. We will definitely look into that. But finally, the last bit right here is going to be open this up and grab our solid fertilizer. There you go. This should hopefully be automatic. Yeah, there you go. Down at the bottom, kind of gives us everything that we need. We will enable our fast farming. That way we can go a little bit quicker. Swing. Perfect. We will likely use a lot of solid fertilizer, but the good thing is, at least with this, we've got more than enough. Next time, though, we'll probably have to buy more lime. Well, we made it a decent over the way out, but not quite. Come on. I keep missing these little spots. It's just, they won't let me go back through and do them. Sucks. And we are just about out. I'm not even going to try. We got 47 liters left in here. I'm going to go ahead and refill. We're going to fill it up all the way. The good thing is, once we get through this first time, it does seem like in precision farming that not a lot has to happen from here. There we go. So we should be okay. I mean, we're going to have to do this every time, but the next time shouldn't be that much. Got another chance on here that we will not be able to finish this pass either. Well, we've got that pass right there, but dude, I had like 4,000 liters at the other end. We used over 1,000 liters from one side to the other. Maybe we'll go to the far end over here and then do like that. Oh, that's gonna be. I don't actually know. Of course. Bam, got it. Maybe about right here. Hire worker. Come on, idiot. Let's go. There you are. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to refill. Precision farming is cool, but boy, oh boy, you end up spending a lot of fertilizer. At least here at the beginning. I think I mentioned this, but as soon as we get some cattle, the game plan is to take their slurry, get a slurry spreader, and come in here and use that as much as we can. We'll still need to top it off because I don't believe the slurry goes in and brings areas up to 100%. But yeah, we'll do our best here. Can we make it? There's 300, 200, 100. Oh, we did it! Oh, we did it! It ended up right at 0. Let's see. Let's take a look at it real quick. Let's see. What does it look like? Just about perfect. Okie dokie, my dudes. Yeah! All right, there's that done. So let's end it out with something fun. So I noticed that I don't have a pickup truck to drive around, so I think this is the perfect time to get ourselves an old 1982 special. So configuration, we are going to go long box. We are going to go with the 5.7 diesel engine that gives us around 800 horsepower for literally no reason. Well, I don't know. We're $44,000. Maybe we go down to the 4.3 with 480. Yeah. We definitely want rear twins. We want that dually setup. I don't know. Let's see. We've got wides. What about this Lizard Classics? Does this have a dually setup too? It does have a dually setup, but I'm not sure I want to go with that. So let's just go here. Regular Lizard tires and in. Unless there's other stuff in here that I don't remember. We do have Nokia. There is Continental. Is there a dually Continental setup? Bro, that's the one to go for right there. Oh, it looks so good. So here's the setup that we've gone for, and it's around here somewhere, and yeah, it cost us about $1,000 for delivery fees. Let's reset that. Oh, yeah. I feel like this is the perfect... Man, that sounds so good. A little bit strobe lighty with the windows there, but definitely super cool, and if we're going to get any type of gooseneck or something to load bells up with, this is definitely the setup to go for. So let's take this and head out to the BGA where I'm gonna take a look at everything out there at least and then see what we can do with it. I can see it just over the horizon, and actually over here on our left side is one of our fields. So I didn't actually realize it went all the way out to here. I thought that there was like a whole nother section to the right of us here, but nope. No, that's what you would call the edge of the map. And I didn't even know it. Here's BGA right here. Very cool, very cool. I think we need to buy this in order to use it. Let's see. Oh, I can't actually click on it. Hang on, I actually have to use this. Buy guys play at $300,000, but we do not own the area. I think we would need to own this before we could sell it for $300. What does it cost? And can we even buy the land that it's on? No, you can't buy the land that it's on. So you have to buy this, which is $300,000. So I would buy this. So basically paying $300,000 for the land. So why would I sell this? Maybe I just buy another plot of land and put my own BGA on it. I thought I was going to be able to use that and cheat and make not cheat. Not me. So we've done good today. I think we've enjoyed ourselves and had fun, but we do have a lot of stuff that still needs to be done. We don't have any animals. The house is looking great, and now we've got a place to shed to park our truck in, which is cool. And it is getting dark. Well, I'll say dark. It's about 15:41 on an August afternoon, evening. I don't I don't know. I don't know how to do military time. So there you go. We will be back in September to see what in the world our silage has done. Oh, it's a deer! Run, run, run! Episode 5 on Alma, Missouri brings us back to kind of where we left off in the last one. I said that is not the right vehicle. What? I was right here. We'll get it. There we go. That works better. In the last one, I said it would be September before we saw each other again, but I had an idea. And my idea is to take another area that we've got here on the farm and turn that also into a grass field. And the thing is, it's already a grass field, and that would be right here, right in the front. Now, I have gone and already smoothed this out, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad, but we don't have a grass field right now, and well, I figured this would be fun, and it would be just kind of the front yard. I like that. So I'm going to start out here right outside the road. I'm going to enable fast farming, which is always a good thing, and then we want to, I guess, kick this in towards the middle. I'm probably make picking it up easier later on. Through there, and we are good. Cool. This will also help me out in figuring out the outline of how I'm going to do all of this, because of course the field is not going to come all the way out. Honestly, I want this to look exactly like it does now. Just be able to fertilize it and stuff. Yeah, I used to do this a lot in Farm Sim. Actually, back in Farm Sim 17, dude, I would literally go in every area that had grass, and I would plow all of it up, plant grass, or I would just harvest the grass and keep it as free grass. This is not going to give us a lot, if I'm honest. Maybe a couple thousand liters, but you know what? It's going to be more than 0, which is going to be fantastic. And there it is. Honestly, like I said, there is not much space there, but I don't know, but I think it's good, right? We could throw this in the silo and ferment it, and it was absolutely free. What? I don't remember how to cut the lights off. Got it. So, would you like to take a guess to see how much grass we got off of this front bit? It's probably going to be a lot more than you thought. Totaling 54,000 liters. 54,000 liters! That's a lot! And then we'll bring them around and dump it right into our fermenting silos so we can use some of that for silage. Speaking of silage, how much do we have in here? And we're not doing too bad. We've got 29,000 liters that have been made so far. However, we've got 554,000 liters of straw and 390,000 liters of grass, which it's not even on. What am I doing? Activate. There we go. Now we're moving. I'm an idiot. All right, so now what I'm going to do is do all the precision farming stuff to this field. I've got to plow it up, then we've got to do lime, and then seed the grass, and then we'll come through, fertilize, and I think that'll be it. On rock pick. I'm going to have to rock pick as well. Let me turn rocks off real quick. I made the crucial mistake of putting fertilizer down before my seed, and now I've got about 10 times the amount of fertilizer I need. But you know what? It's done. We're good. And now this entire field will grow up as a very healthy grass field for us in the future. But at least for today, let's go to bed. Welcome to a beautiful September morning here in Missouri. Man, oh man, look, it's about 8 o'clock. The sun's just come up. Well, it's trying to anyway. The clouds are kind of in the way. It is beautiful this morning. What we've got is we have growth. So both of our fields are growing. Our grass field, let's see if we can get a little bit of air right here. Grass field is looking good. Again, both of our fields are looking great. The corn is looking fantastic. Super excited about that. And we have found ourselves in the ownership of a lot of silage. I mean, a lot of silage. Okay, maybe not a lot, but 124,000 liters like in one day. I think that's pretty darn good. Look at this thing. It doesn't look like anything has moved, but we do have a bunch of silage, which is really great. Everything's just one to one. Huh. Something seems fishy, but I refuse to complain about it. Let's go ahead and jump in here and dump the silo. That's gonna take a while. All right, maybe we'll leave that sitting for a hot minute. There's a few things we could do with the silage. There we go, we got a little bit more. We could take this into town. We could put it in our silo, or we could try and find a nice place to sell it. Now, we talked about the BGA earlier in the last episode, but I think at least for right now, we're just going to completely ignore that because they want a lot of money for that, $300,000. And yeah, I don't want to deal with that. So we've got a couple other things in here as well. For example, sell everything, $568. It's not terrible, but it also means we're only going to be getting like $60,000 to $70,000 off of all of this. I know it's not a lot, but I also know that it's a decent amount. Man, I should have put this in my... Hang on a minute. What I did was I dumped it in my silo, and then I'm going to bring my truck around. We're going to fill this up. If you did not know, yes, the trailer's been modified to hold basically everything. There we go. Nice. Looks like it holds a little bit more than that other trailer too, so that makes things good. We probably got, I don't know, 50 liters in here already that's been made since we talked. Boop, there we go. Now let's take this into town and I guess make that 50 to 60 grand. I knew putting down a custom sell point would be beneficial to me. I did this back in Griffin, Indiana, actually, as well. There we go. Drop that out. Oh, that's gonna take a while to sell. You know what? Not bad. 70,000 almost on the money. 70,748 bucks. Very good. Very good indeed. Yay. So kind of at this point, at least in this early on in the game, there's not much else to do. I mean, we could probably go and take some of this money that we've got and spend it, but no reason to spend money if you don't have to. So we're probably just gonna leave this here. We'll drop that off there. Turn the lights off. There we go. And maybe wait just a little bit, a couple more months, September, October, November. We should have harvest ready in November or maybe early December. It's going to be a late harvest, at least in this first year. After that, we should be good to go. Take a look down at the bottom right. Yeah, everything's looking good there. The nitrogen levels are beautiful, and here they're almost 3 times high. So fantastic. All right, let's see what the next couple days bring us. November is here. We've skipped through 2 months, and harvest is upon us. The corn is ready, the canola is ready, and the grass is ready. We are going to be swathing the canola. We're going to be harvesting the corn like normal people, and then we're going to mow the grass as if it was just, well, grass. We also have 304,000 liters of silage here, which is fantastic. We'll make well over $150,000 off of that. And that, along with the corn that we're going to sell, along with the canola that we're going to sell, and the grass that we're going to turn back into silage, I tell you what, doing silage like this is actually kind of turned into a very nice form of income. Gives you, I don't know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month, something like that. I mean, that's pretty good. I wish I could make that in a month. Off of the front hopper, we are going to get $143,000. There you go. That is about as much as I thought we were going to get for the back as well. How much does that add to it? Yeah, we just made a whole lot more than I thought we were going to. 31,000 off that, so that's 170. I don't know. It's math. It's math. I'm not allowed to do the math. What I do want to do is figure out where we're going to sell the canola and see if it's somewhere that we could buy. So it doesn't look like we have an oil mill down on this this map. That's kind of stinky. Green sell point. I guess we could go there. Or we could build a place and put down our own little bit and make some oils. We could actually do this. This area is going to be a little difficult to do, but what we could do is we get in here and flatten it out a little bit. Maybe change the orientation to this way versus the other way. There is a pathway that walks along through here. You can see, well, the pedestrians don't exactly walk down the path, but it's a thing and it happens. So I think maybe try and do something like that. But we do have the bakery here, and I haven't done any flour crops yet. We need to do flour, man. So then what do we do first? What do we do first? Did I already say it in the video? I don't remember if I said it in the video or not. Let's do corn first. The reason I want to do the corn first is because that's going to take the least amount of time and probably make us the most amount of money. So at least for me, that makes a little bit of sense. Plus, well, we can take the other bit and, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Sorry, it's very early in the morning when I'm recording this. Couldn't sleep, so I was like, you know what? Let's just go hang out with my people. So let's jump over here and let's get this done. By the way, I was talking about the swather. Yeah, It's a lot easier to just get in there with a swather and maybe do 1 or 2 runs and then hire a worker on them while the corn is being harvested as well. Actually makes things very easy. By the way, love this header on here. Please lower. Thank you. Hey, speaking of, while we're at it, let's take a look and see if there's anything in here. No, I don't see anything, at least not as of yet. We did have a couple months ago, I did have a very, very big New Holland harvester, but I think I've probably got the next one picked out. We'll do likely 1 more year in game, and then we'll get that. Let's go enable fast farming, and do want to make sure that the straw swath is enabled, because we do have a mod that will make straw out of the corn. There we go. We have that nice stubble that gets crushed down, and for some reason there is grass in here as well. I have taken a look, and it says that there is no problems with this whatsoever. So I think maybe that's just the corn texture in this map has grass down. I think it's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Oh, and we are getting a mighty bit of corn off here too. Oh, and we have that corn dryer on here as well. I know there's a couple things that require dry corn, or you can use dry corn. So this may be the time that we start investing in that. I don't want to go 2 years without getting into production chains. So I think now is going to be the time to do that. Let's go ahead and run, I don't know, we need to run at least 2 headlands, maybe even 3, just how small the header is. And then we will hire them up on a worker and get some of this done. We may go side to side this time. I'm not quite sure we'll go back to back. This part right here is what I was really worried about, was getting too close. But you know what? I think this is just about perfect. And then right over here is the very end of it. So we left almost the perfect amount I can get, just a little bit of overlap, and don't have to worry too much about it. You know what? That's nice. That makes things really, really easy. Cool, man. All right. Awesome. Yeah, I do think three headlands is going to be the way to go, especially since we're so close over here. Done my headlands. Now it's time to see if the worker will do the right thing or not. I have my doubts. And of course, they were just going to take off straight through there as well. Man, not quite. I don't trust them just yet. Maybe I'll do a little bit of babysitting. Also, there's a couple contracts available around us. I'm thinking about taking them on just because we're here, but one of them we can't because we don't have the right stuff for that crop. The other one we do, and we've got it on right now. So here it is. We've got 30 grand more or less to harvest the field of sunflowers. We can also keep what's left, so that's probably going to make us an extra $30,000 to $60,000. And of course, the straw that we'll get off of here. I think I'm going to take it. It's going to take a while. Let's see. Let's details, new contracts, accept the contract. I'll accept it, but man, that's going to take a long time to do. I don't trust myself either. All right, our worker. There's one job that I kind of forgot about. Carting. Yeah. Combine's almost full, and I totally forgot. Oh, we get to take this thing out. This is probably one of my more favorite but least used pieces of equipment would be an auger wagon. I love it, or grain cart as some people would call it in the game, auger wagon, so we'll just go with that. It's just beautiful. Plus we got it in the New Holland blue and that American flag on it. Man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's see if we can catch up to this thing before he gets too close up to the top. Should be able to spin it back around. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work with a worker. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just kind of let him go and then see what he does. Yep, not completely happy with that, but I'll take it. Where are you? Hey, dummy, get back here. So far we got 80-some thousand liters off of just this, 3 headlands and then a couple passes. I think that's pretty good. We'll probably, I don't know, maybe get another 70 to 80,000 liters on here as well. It's not bad. We're doing okay. This is one spot I'm kind of interested to see how the worker's gonna do this. I figured I'd bring you guys along. You could look straight ahead and see there's quite a few spots where this combine needs to also go. And when it comes back, it's probably gonna be at the very, very top. However, is our worker just going to go straight forward all the way to the other end of the field, or is it gonna stop right here? He gonna stop right here. Okay, well, at least that answers that question. The worker, for this field being as weird as it is, the worker does a fairly decent job on this, which is why I'm going to buy field number 9 as soon as possible. Unfortunately, it's 633 grand, and I need more money. So we're not going to buy that yet. Also, field number 1 over there, I would like to have that as well at some point, but we don't need it now. It's a want, but it's not a need. And of course, over here on the other end, they cut straight through just like that. There are a couple little spots that they missed, so we will have to do that. But for a worker, I'm not saying I'm impressed, but I'm not mad. Was that it? I don't know if that's it or not. There you go. We'll hire a worker on this as well, just so the straw swath looks nice at the end. It's probably going to say field not found here at the bottom. Yeah, completed their task. So that will work. And they also missed one little itty bitty sprig right over here. And then we'll spin back around. And then I think hiring a worker on the rest of the field will work perfectly. This little sprig right there. There we go. Got it. We'll put it over here, let it sit, and be done. Boom, boom. Is it gonna come out? Nope. All right. Hire them on a worker, and then we get to do a couple more other things. Other things? You know what I mean. We could probably take this time to get our swather ready to go. We'll pull forward and, oh, that was reverse. That was the wrong gears, what that was. Can I get out of here like that? Kinda. I don't know. Let's see if I can spin the rear end of this around without hitting that plow. Oh, yeah. Very cool. All right. Now we need the red one. The black one, well, I don't know. We can do the black one real quick. It's just a small grass field. Even though we did this, at the beginning of the episode? We can do this again, because it's all ready to go. Go, go, go. Ooh, and we got, what was it? 50, 60, 70,000 liters of grass? I don't actually remember what we got. But this should be more. But boom, there it is. These swaths are much, much taller. So it tells me it's at least twice as much. Could be more. I don't think it is. But boy, it could be. Yeah, you never know. Drop it off. While we're at it, let's go ahead and do a little bit of carting, and let's talk about the rest of this harvest and maybe moving on into the future. So we'll see how canola goes. We'll see how corn goes. I haven't really done much corn in Farm Sim 22, so maybe we'll continue this. It is nice, or maybe at least once a year or something like that. Soybeans, haven't done a lot of beans either, so maybe we could jump into the beans. We've done a lot of flower crops. Wheat, barley, oats, that kind of thing. We've done plenty, I think, of that. Nice. Get a little carting done. This is nice. This is good. I kind of feel like I did back in Farming Simulator 19. Although I felt like that about 6 months into the game, maybe a year, when all the really good maps and mods started to release. And I think it's taken about 2 years for me to get super comfy in Farming Simulator 22. Hey, we may be even a year away from the next release. Think this is probably empty. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let him do his thing. We got 128,000 liters of corn here. This is pretty good. So moving forward, I do think corn is a good option. We do need to get into those flower crops, so the wheat, barley, oat, figure out that stuff. Sorghum maybe as well. As a matter of fact, I think we can make flour with corn on this map, so maybe that's the way to go here. We will definitely explore that. Harvesting contracts, we're going to be expanding our vehicle selection up as well. We've got, not small equipment, but it's definitely small to medium, I think, in the grand scale of things for me at the very least. So we'll take a look at all of that. Kind of bump this up as well. There we go. And stop it. Also, we're going to detach. There you go. We also want animals, so we have sheep and cows here on the main farm. We could probably get into doing some chickens as well. I know we just got those chicken pens that hold like 5,000 head of chicken each, so maybe we could do, I don't know, 3 or 4 of those. That would be fun. There's a lot of things that we could do, but I definitely want to continue what I was talking about of getting into the production chains, really taking a look at some of the new stuff that this map added. That way we can have fun with it and enjoy it, and whenever we move on to the next map, we have a moment to miss it, if that makes any sense. So there you go. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how much grass we got off of the field earlier, but I'm gonna guess this is more. So this is strange. We didn't actually get that much more. I want to say we had 50-some thousand liters before. Get out of here, dear. We only have 65,000 now. I don't know if that is a good enough increase to justify plowing it up and doing all of this extra work. it doesn't seem worth it. I mean, we got more, don't get me wrong. But yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. Oh, wait, workers completed their task? There's no way they're done. No, they're just done with this down here. All right, cool. And this is kind of makes this nice. So I was going to get in and start swathing, but we do need to get this straw off the ground. I want to do that as quickly as possible. I don't want to leave it to wait or anything like that. Plus, by the time we get even part of this done, the worker's going to be finished up with this field. So drop it down. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Hire worker. Nice. All right, cool. Where's this guy at? There he is. Let's get this straw off the ground. I don't remember what we got at the last time when we did this field, but I'm sure this is going to be plenty. And as a matter of fact, we may even figure out in the next episode, because I think that's at least going to be it and all the time that we've got for today. But in the next one, we'll find out how much straw we got. We will start on the second part of our harvest, which will be our canola, and we will also start on the other part of our harvest, which is going to be harvesting all of those sunflowers for our contract. And until then, we'll see you then. Episode 6 of Alma, Missouri finds us right where we left off in episode 5. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. If you're watching a supercut, you just did. So what up? Welcome back. We are going to continue with harvest. We got a couple things to do here. So first things first, let's go ahead and cart this up. Whatever. We have 167,000 liters of corn. Dude, that's so much corn. You gotta love corn. There you go. We'll drop that off. That is emptying way faster than I expected. We'll leave that be for now. And we are going to come over here. We're also going to be grabbing a new loading wagon. I watched a video over on Mr. Driver 53's channel, and I found something that I really want. And it is this guy. So we used this a couple episodes ago, but we used the rock picker version. However, it wasn't too crazy up on the rock picker that was updated, mainly because the version that I updated didn't work on one of the sections. I'm hoping that this works because this is now a loading wagon. This is for all platforms and everyone can use this. Everyone can take full advantage of the wild and crazy world that is, well, the stuff that I used to use. Does it still miss? Yeah, so for some reason, it still misses on one side. Little bit extra on that far right versus on the left. It picks it up just fine. That being said, it still picks up 2 passes, so we're just going to continue to use this. And I may swap out like the other one that I use all the time for this. This works just as good. It's not as wide, but you know what? Whatever. But I will say we are kind of having some issues on the right-hand side. Nonetheless, this is cool, and it works, dude. Yeah! Did this mod just become the most OP thing ever? It's now pretty much the only loading wagon that you need to use in Farming Simulator for consoles. And, well, at least if you want to pick stuff up quickly. And it has already been the only rock picker that you really needed to have downloaded. It's OP, man! Oh yeah, and it's also super unrealistic capacity as well. 250,000 liters. It's not the highest that we've got, but for loading wagons, it actually is. So let's rock and roll. I'm gonna pick up as much of the straw as I can. And there you go, at least on this field, 236,000 liters. It works! And it works perfect! Oh, it's almost too easy. Almost too easy. Since we're still technically in year 1, we're still going to keep going through our silage get. So all of this will turn into silage and make us a lot more money than straw by itself could. So let's pull forward just a little bit. Should get the trigger. Did not get the trigger. I forgot. For some reason, this trigger isn't triggery. So I got to put this in a silo and then put it over there. It's fine. Everything's fine. I was trying to check and see if I was doing something wrong. I think what I'm going to have to do is hit up Mac Trucker 921 himself. Soybean straw. Nope. Straw. There we go. Well, I didn't realize we had soybean straw on this map. Very cool. Yeah, I may have to hit up Mac Trucker and just kind of see what's going on with that. I'm sure he knows everything that's going on with it. I just need to make sure that I'm not doing nothing wrong. All right. Let's take this over. We'll put it in our fermenting silo, get the straw going, and then we've got 2 things that we can do. We need to go ahead and get started with our swathing, and we need to get on that contract, because that's going to be a lot. So let's get everything moving and grooving, and let's... Face doesn't have access to this land. Get out of here. It's a little bit higher up in the air than I would have expected, but it is what it is. So through here, we've got straw, which is nice, but this is a really, 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 really big field. So this is probably going to take me a good little while. Again, the nice thing, we've got straw that can turn into silage. Quite literally free money, at least for us here. There we go. Perfect. Plus, it also gives me an idea of what I could look forward to if I make this one of our fields probably in the next year or so. I can't imagine not making enough money to get this field, or the field next to it for that matter. Speaking of the field next to it, that's not a bad buy either. Look at that. Well, it's got a little river running through it. We could probably flatten that out and make it look better, but it would connect well with this field. DJ Laggy. All right, let's hit a headland here, see how far we get into it. Well, after the triple headland that I've done here so that the worker has an easier time, we've got about 41,000, almost 42,000 liters. It'd probably be a little bit more, but there's quite a few areas that I did not do the entire part. I just kind of did a little bit so that the worker has an easy time and I could just make it along. There you go. So we will hire them up. We are, I think, about... Oh, come on. We're about 10% done, I believe, with this overall. Maybe a little bit more on this. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't think we're going to have a very difficult time transporting all of the crop. By the way, this sucks. Oh, come on. I can't even steer. This is so stupid. While our worker is doing their thing, I think it's probably a good opportunity for us to go ahead and start picking up all the straw. It's going to take a while anyway, so why wait? We'll just do it now and get it all done and over with. Again, as we've mentioned, there's a little section. That last section coming down right there, it don't work. It is the coolest thing ever. Oh man, I love that I can do exactly the same thing as I normally do with the cheaty wheel or loading wagon, but like here, it just is the way that it is. It just makes me so happy. Is that gonna pick that up? There we go. And it's magic, just like the one that I normally use. It just kind of happens. The coolest thing ever. I didn't have the camera rolling the last time, but the last time I drove through here and got close to this idiot, he tried to run me over and literally just drove right over the bits right here. So let's see if that happens again. One thing I love about this, 117,000 liters of straw. Not a lot, but I haven't finished the 3 headlands that we did yet. And also, that's going to equate to 117,000 liters of silage when it's all said and done, which is also super duper cool, even though that only equates to like $70. $70,000. You know what I mean. All right, plenty more work to do. Looks like I'm going to skip that for now, and then we jump in over here, just like that. Nice. I'm just going to keep going. A message did pop up at 20% done on here so far, so we still got a lot to go, but shouldn't take too long. It's going to take a long time, but we're going fast. So not as long as a long time, but shorter than forever. Know what I mean? And to do it all, I actually have to dump it in here. But it does work, so at least there's that. Oh, it's full. There's a liter. We filled it up. I didn't mean to, but it's full. A full 750,000 liters of straw in there. We got 66,000 liters left. I've kind of gone all in on straw. I guess we just put it over in this other silo and wait until it's done, I guess. Or, man, we have a whole nother field to do too. Oh, dude. Week. It has taken this long to get 80,000 liters out of this whole field. I know that sunflowers don't give you a lot and straw is probably unrealistic. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, but 80,000 liters took this long. I can't believe it. Nonetheless, I mean, the thing is we're just going to sell it all anyway, so I'm not that concerned. We'll just kind of drop that in a nice little pile right there at the end and bring this over here and drop it off. We've got our corn in the front. We're going to put the sunflowers in the back. That way we could take these to different sell points or wherever we need to go. Okay, let's hit the rest of this field. Let's finish it up. And I don't think there's really much more to do other than picking up the straw and harvesting and carting and doing the other field. Maybe find some grass around here. Well, it looks like everything's taking a lot longer over there than I thought it was going to. A couple upgrades we need to make. We need a faster combine, I guess. I don't know. We also need a larger header as well. But I think all of those things will come with time. Speaking of time, I want to swath. You guys cool with that? Let's do some swathing. I want to bring you guys along, at least for this little bit. We are going to be swathing some canola, and a lot of this work I'm probably going to end up doing myself, even when it comes down to the worker, because I want to make one pile. I don't want to make 2 rows beside each other and then have to come through and maybe miss a little bit here and there with the other bit. It's just, I don't know, it wasn't the best thing last time, and when I used these on Edgewater, you couldn't hire workers, so I had to do it all myself anyway. Here, I think we'll be a little bit better, but it's still going to take a hot minute. So we're going to hang out together, and we are going to do some swathing. I'm really enjoying this map. I think now we're halfway through season 1, which is 10 episodes. So I think it's time that we talked a little bit about how much I enjoy this. We're in episode 6 now, I believe. I don't actually remember. Nonetheless, having fun. It's a cool map. It's got some stuff that's very different from other maps that we played on. We've got a lot of things that we can do on this map that we could do on a couple other maps, but now we can do it all on one map. It is really, hey, 40% done on our contract. Sweet. It is really difficult to downplay how cool Alma, Missouri is and what it's brought to the game. Yeah, there you go. I said it. I said what I meant. Loving this map. Here's something I'm gonna try and make my life a little bit easier at the ends. So I'm gonna come through and do this swath like this anyway later on. So why not do that now? Do right there, kick it in towards the center. Now I've got all of this. I've got some space right there. And I'm missing some. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my driving ability. In the very back right there, now we've got some open space. When I come through, we get straw off of the back end of this, and I've got a nice area where it's not going to cause me too much trouble. Let me show you what I mean when it's all done. Almost done with this setup. I think total we're probably going to end up with about 160 to 170,000 liters total, which, I don't know, not bad. It's all of the straw that we got, man. Over 500,000 liters of straw when it's all said and done. It's absolutely insane. Was not expecting all of that. Happy about it. And I'm really happy to be almost done with this contract. I have started swathing a little bit over on the other field, but we haven't really gotten close enough on that yet to do anything. Also, for some reason, after I used this once, I couldn't lower it again. I don't know what happened. I had to reset it. As a matter of fact, the store is right up here. So let's reset that. Finally, we can put this thing down. I swear I've been recording all day long, and I'm finally now just getting to the point where we can put this away. For now, though, let's go ahead. Yep, I've got that far. Let's take this and figure out where we need to go. So it should have a blinking thing that tells us where we have to go. I think that's it. Sell everything? Yeah. Time to do it. We've gotten all of the straw off of the field, so now it is just sunflowers that shall go. 100 and some thousand liters and dollars. And the good thing is, at least as well, as this is the best price that we're going to find for anything else. So I say once we start making money off of this, we just kind of let it keep going, and then we take the money from that. So we're down to $120,000. Let's stop it real quick. See, 33% transported. All right, so it's going to take a little bit more than just that. We're at 95% now. There we go. Contract is complete, and money's good. Yo, that's a lot of money. Is that 100 grand? No, that's $73,000, but we got a $7,400 environmental score on that. Yeah, 10%, bye-bye. That's $556,000. That's enough to buy that field now. I don't know. I said I was going to buy field 9. I gotta buy field 9. Here's another dilemma, I should say. So, $2,700 right here to sell this corn. That's going to give me over $300,000, and I will have a lot of extra money to do stuff with. However, I could take it to the corn dryer, get less money, and then I could turn around and dry that corn and buy the field that I want. I think that's the game plan. I think we do it, guys. We are going to not cheat, but if you're new to the channel, welcome. Let's take this. I'm going to take it over to here to the grain dryer, or the corn dryer, rather. We're going to sell the corn at the corn dryer, getting us our monies. Yeah, the money going up. And all we need to do is make an extra $200,000 because I can buy the corn dryer for 100 grand. We already haven't... Is that... Oh, okay, it looked green for a second. I guess blue and yellow make green. Yeah, we're doing just fine. Oh, this is actually way more money than I thought I was gonna make. Oh, that's awesome. But we will wait until this is all done because I want to keep the corn dryer. This should all be going into the corn dryer. So as soon as it's done, we got about 70,000 liters in there left. As soon as that's done, I will save the game and then buy the corn dryer just to make sure this works. If it doesn't, well, then we'll not have to worry about buying the corn dryer, which is not in the production chains, by the way. That's a lot of money. We are officially millionaires right there. Ooh, woo! $434,000 harvest income and $43,000 environmental score. Now, sell the game. Sorry, not sell the game. Sell your farm. So there we go. Save the game and buy the corn dryer. Now we should see... where it is? There it is. Yes, all of the corn that we have is in there. Oh, we need propane, though, in order to make dried corn. Where's propane and propane accessories? Oh, yeah, I forgot Alma's got its own stuff right here. And we have these, which I should have modified to hold more. And that's a lot of money. You know what? I think I'm just going to lease this. What? Bam! Yeah! Grab it. Got it. Oh, yeah. Now, there is a propane area around here. I just don't remember where exactly it is. Should see propane in here somewhere. There we go. Propane. Buy it at the gas station. We need to tag the place, although I think I know exactly where this is. Yes, sir. Right over here. I'm going to take me a little left turn. See, I use my turn signals sometimes. Probably the first time in a long time, but I do it. And we'll bring it right here. We'll buy ourselves some propane. Double check it. $1,000 per 1,000 liters. So that's going to cost us $32,000. Oof, 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 oof. Is that potatoes? That's stupid potatoes, isn't it? They're ready to harvest as well. Well, maybe I can find myself a modded potato harvester or something. But I do want to go ahead and buy that. That way we've got it. And then we want to buy propane. There we go. Even the sound is cool. Oh, that's awesome. All right, while we're at it, let's kind of take a look here at our production chains, which, again, the corn dryer doesn't say that it is one, but it shows up right here. Propane, it hold 50. We're putting 32 in, and we're not even going to need anywhere close to that. Then we'll have our dried corn. But then what do we do with that? Dried corn, here we go. Ooh, I could take it to the grain mill. Oh, you guys know how excited that makes me. Well, $32,000 later and about $20-ish thousand later, we have a way to harvest beets. Oh, man, I left the cabin as the wrong blue. Well, that's all right. That's going to be fun, by the way. I say beets, potatoes. That should do all potatoes, and if it doesn't, I messed up. But I didn't mess up with this. We got our propane and our propane accessory trailer. Let's take this over to the corn dryer and get some drying corns. And then we could turn it into flour. Haha, I found a way to do it. I will say I'm used to driving around stuff that physically doesn't have any weight other than the thing itself. This actually has 32,000 liters in it. And it is, you can feel it. We'll just put it that way. You can feel it. I think I dumped this in the same place. I don't actually know this for sure, but we'll back this in here and see what happens. Do I get a trigger? Negative. Oh, I see where the trigger is now. I'm just gonna slowly back up at 5 miles an hour, like I know what I'm doing, and then do this little number right here. Oh yeah, doing the dance. The only thing is, can I do this, or am I gonna have to pull forward? I waited too long to turn the wheel. Darn it. There we go. Also going back up at 5 miles an hour. That stinks too. Oh, that's too short. You really need an MAN truck or something like that with this trailer, but whatever, it works. Would be nice to have some American liquid trailers moving forward, but there we go. That is emptying. I love the sound. That is super awesome. And then we'll activate right here. Oh, it's already activated. Perfect. And we've got dried corn. I'm the king of the world. Let's go. We've definitely got a lot to do between now and, well, whenever it starts to rain. It's supposed to rain at about 16 o'clock. It's about 2 in the afternoon right now, and the sun is actually going down. So we may not even have enough daylight to get crops in the ground just from how long it's actually taken me today to get everything else done. And then this whole spiel right here where I go one way and then drop it down and then do it again. I know I could set it in the middle, and it would probably take me less time overall to do that, but I still want to do it this way because I feel like I'll be doing less work, which we all want to do. Yeah, there's so much to do between now and just the next time that we see each other. It really, truly is. There's so much to do. Also, this area right here, we may have to... No, we're kicking it into the right. Yeah, we're good there. All right, we'll drop that down. Something said its work was done. Is this done? That is done, so we can return that. Nice. So the truck I can hook up to there and bring it back. This is going to be a fun potato harvest. Great. And for everything else, we're looking good so far. So if you wanted to catch a really awesome potato harvest surprise, then the next episode's definitely going to be one that you want to hang around for. That's going to be fun, interesting, and not likely informative, but we're going to have fun doing it anyway. So there that is. We've also got to replant all of these fields. We've got to plow the other two together. I'll probably end up having to plow up an entire field, do rocks everywhere. I think we're going to have a very eventful December. And I was not ready for that. I was ready to have a nice, quiet, and peaceful December. But at least between now and then, well, I guess we will see you at the end of November for the end of swath season, or whatever we're calling it. We'll see you then. We're back for episode number 7 here on Alma, Missouri, and today is going to be another one of those fun ones, but we are in a race. This is not a racing game, but it is a race today. We are racing with the sun to see if we've got enough just sun. It's there, and the horizon is there as well, maybe. I don't know. We've got to figure all of this out. So I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. I could basically just hire a worker and make it easier now, more difficult later, but I've decided that it is worth my time to make this difficult now and easier later. It'll save me twice as much time later. Oh boy, it just ran over all that. Yeah, it'll save me some time later on. So let's drop this, hire a worker. Basically what I've done is I fire the worker every time we get down to this end of the field. That way I can kind of reset them, overlay just a little bit here, and when they come up the other side, perfectly fine. Since we've got enough time, we'll let him go. We've got the New Holland right here, ready to go. Tried to put brakes in between some of the spots where it's different angles, but we will see. We've got a cart here ready to go because you never know. And then we have this guy, the Lizard Colossus. I believe this holds 2 million liters. I think this is the version that I selected. We also got like blue number 2 or something like that. I don't know. I thought it was nice. I went with it. And then we have potatoes. We have a lot of potatoes here. It doesn't quite tell us how many we should get. Expected yield is 65% of what we could get, but yeah, I'm not doing potatoes again because we will come through and plow all of this up. I'm also curious if I can remove this. Okay, remove farm decorations. So that's going to remove that, but it's also going to remove the junk that's over here, and it's going to remove some of the stuff that's here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Honestly, probably not. I like having kind of the farm junk all over the place. Plus, that gives us something to drive around. I don't know. I'm gonna finish this up real quick, and then we'll catch back up with you. And we are done! Oh my goodness. That's a good-looking field. Yeah. It was actually faster to reset it on the main farm than it was to drive it here, so... Cheaty McGee again. Time to rock. This is the most important bit right here. It's going to be harvesting this. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be going too fast or not, so I'm gonna try and slow it down just a wee bit. I think 15's probably good, and it's maybe close to how fast you guys might be going if you're not cheating. So I think 15's probably good. It did seem the last time that 19 bounced a little bit too much, even though I have modified the field to not bounce so much. Yeah, there we go. Back it up just a little bit. It's only a little pile of straw. I haven't even cheated. I just went a little bit fast. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of straw. I'm gonna fill that stupid silo up. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. Something else I probably should try to do is keep this as far left as I possibly can without missing anything, because I'm gonna have to come through here and harvest all of this in a little while, and I'm gonna be real close. Yeah, we're gonna be there. I will also say this, for how much straw we're putting out, we should not be making this little bit of grain, but we are. Not nervous laughing, you're nervous laughing. And now we are done with the difficult part, because now I'm not gonna pay much attention to how I'm doing. We're just gonna yeah. I did this back when we were on, oh, did I get all that? Oh, I got all that, very cool. Yeah, I did this back in, was it Elm Creek? No, Edgewater. Yeah, I did that there as well, where I just didn't care about the turns, and I just went, yay! It's because we're using that loading wagon. Honestly, I always felt bad about using the other one, even though it made my job easier, just because you can't get it on half the platforms. But now we've got one that works for everybody, don't even care. Also, at the time of recording this, which is probably 2 weeks before it comes out, I have spoken with Mac Trucker 921, and we should have an update on that loading wagon. There should be an update dropping sometime soon, at least for me. Maybe not for you, but for me. Should be an update to fix it. So there you go. All right. Let's see how much of this we can do before we get ourselves into trouble. Almost done with the field. Realized I have not guarded yet, and I am not even going to worry about trying to grab anything else. I'm just going to take this out there. We got 99,000 something liters there right now. I mean, we've done pretty good. This has definitely saved me time. It has definitely saved me a whole lot of time. But I'm super excited to be able to plow these couple fields up. This one, at least for now, we're going to leave the way it is, because I do feel like the shape is interesting, to say the least, and I like that. Yeah, so, oh yeah, there's another thing. It's going to rain in less than 3 hours. Fun stuff, huh? So, we are going to have to harvest all of field number 10, potatoes. We have one rented harvester. And then once all that's done, field number 4 and field 10 will be plowed together. I don't know if it needs to be plowed. Number 4 does. Well, we'll figure it out, I guess. All right, there we go. We'll just leave the truck there for now and get this guy and rock and roll some more. Not much left to do. Was that 4, 3? Yeah, not much. And this is it right here, and the end of our normal harvest anyway. Boom, got it. So we'll just kind of hang out right here, wait for all the straw to get out, and we're done. With this harvester, at the very, very least, we are done. There's still a lot more left to go. We've still got to pick all of this straw up, which I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up 2 runs at once, and especially compared to all this equipment. These are some really big straw swaths, so that'll be fun. There we go. We'll drop that in there. I don't know what's in the back, but I'm pretty sure that's straw swath coming from the bottom. And into the tunnel it goes. You are finished. Haha. Yeah, I gotta do both of them. Forgot about that. All right. Where is truck? Yes, truck. We got 120,000 liters of canola. If we jump in real quick and take a look and see where can we sell this, well, grain sell point, sell everything in the train. So grain sell point it is, I guess. But not right now. We've got more work to do. This will be interesting. Let's unfold. Let's get it ready to go. Get that all the way out there. There you go. It's going to stink if it's like right on the edge, because again, I'm using the version that's not... there we go. Got to drop down. Got to turn on. Will it get that whole swath? It will get that whole swath. Okay. It's going to fill up quickly. But it's working, and that is cool with me, man. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have got the whole thing anyway, so whatever. Now all we got to do is go through, along the outside, and whenever we're done, it'll roughly look like someone that wasn't drinking some Clutch's brown water knew what they were doing through here. Even with one of the most modified trailers in Farm Sim, I couldn't even make it one pass around. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish a whole headland without emptying twice. Wow. That's a lot of straw. And yeah, we are filling this poor silo all the way to the top with just straw by itself. And we got to move this truck too. Yo, get out of the way, dude. With this going in, we are going to be over 500,000 liters of straw. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be about between 550 and 650,000 liters in here. We got 120,000 liters of canola in there, and then everything else is lime seeds or solid fertilizer. There's just so much. There we go, all the way at the end. Yeah, 608,000 liters of straw. And we are not done. I will say though, every once in a while, this gets to where it doesn't like fold up properly one way or another. And so it just is always up, and I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think it's Mac Trucker's fault. I think I'm actually just breaking the mod. Drop that down, turn it on. It's working now, so that's all that matters right there. All right, I'm gonna see how fast I can get all this done and see how much. Of course, we're missing stuff. See how long it takes to get every bit of this straw up. So after 3 more empties, we empty this guy one more time as well. And then we could finally return it. I've leased it. I didn't buy it, but I think after it updates next time, I'm gonna have to buy one of these, bringing our total of straw up to 1.6 million liters. That's all gonna be liters of silage eventually, but unfortunately not today. Go ahead and return that. All good. Now we can get to harvesting. You guessed it. Potatoes. I forgot. You guessed that. You knew. I didn't. So let's have fun with it. Ooh, that's a lot of flashing lights. Why don't we just turn on all of those? We'll go ahead and unfold the header. We will unfold the harvester itself as well. And then I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to master that or not, but I tell you what. But they did unfold it. I mean, mostly, almost. Rock and roll. Here's the thing, we don't have any soil samples on this, so I don't know how it's done. I don't know how it's doing. I do know that a couple of things have been done, but that's about it. But I feel like I'm getting a good amount of potatoes off of here, so that's kind of nice. The only thing is going to be hiring a worker on this field is going to be virtually impossible, just because the way it is. Honestly, like multiplayer would be a way better use of my time here than trying to do this by myself. But I'm gonna try and do this by myself anyway, because you know what? Why not? Why not? Plus, whenever we come back, the outside of this field is going to be the outside of the area that we're going to be plowing up, which I'm super excited about. And honestly, I kind of really want to buy the field next to us, field number 1. But unfortunately, that's not, I ain't got the money for that yet. So yeah. I think I might be able to do this okay first person. Maybe here, because I can't really mess up, but once we get close, yeah, I may mess up a few things. Yo, I just realized this thing's got cameras on it. One from the daytime and one from nighttime. That's pretty cool. First pass is finished. Yeah, and we got 77,000 liters. If you believe that or not. That's a lot, man. That's a whole lot. That actually terrifies me for the rest of this, because that took a minute. I don't know. You could probably look up at the time and rewind to see how long that took. That I harvested the whole time, man. I didn't do anything wild and crazy. I did stop to take a thumbnail. I did do that, but that was about it. There are a couple spots that I missed, but I missed them for good reason. Should make hiring a worker later on easier if I want to. I think I might, just because I don't want to have to do all of this by myself. But if this guy has to harvest into the night, I think that's what it's going to take. Also, we're less than 2 hours away now from it raining in game. And as you know, I'm playing the series at ×1, so like that means I've been playing for, well, close-ish to an hour now. I'm just doing my best. Doing my best. 2 headlands now, and we have done okie dokie. So now it's 8 meters wide instead of 4. Let's do it again. Number 3. I was about to say, I don't know how many it's been, but it's been 3. There's 220,000 liters. All right. And now finishing up number 4. I think this is going to be the last quote-unquote headland that we take because, well, I think I need to start going in straightish lines. I think this is going to be the first one that I start right here. We're at 200, almost 300,000 liters now. That is what we've done. You can see right here the parts that I cheesed a little bit to start with to make it easier. I don't know what kind of to do here. I'm thinking go back and forth like this till we get here, and then try and chop it up to there, and then come over here and hire a worker. Yeah, that sounds good. You guys want to see something that'll make you, how do I put this? Rage quit? So, I don't know how long it's been since I saved the game. And, this is an and, my game just crashed. Oh, I'm glad this video's not coming out for 2 weeks. I'm gonna go take a 1-week break. I'll be back. Can we wait for it to respond? Oh! Yes! Hey! I'm still gonna go take a 1-week break. I'm really bored right now. Hire worker and order a pizza. We are almost done. I did have to do a little bit of work off screen, and by that I mean it's been 48 hours, maybe a little bit more, but we are almost ready to go. I ended up having to get another one because this probably doesn't look right. Yeah, there we go. We'll fold them up. We'll go ahead and get the boom out here. We have got, I think, about 1 million liters of potatoes, somewhere around there. There's so many potatoes, dude. Oh, and I set the time to 0. Because I was terrified that I was going to run out of time and run out of sunlight. So, yeah. Let's put this here. Let's do a nice old-fashioned double dump. So this has basically been filled up already. Taking a look over here, find our potatoes. Yeah, 500,000 liters of potatoes. So this was full at one point. It's going to be full-ish here as well. We may even have to make a 3rd trip. I'm not quite sure. Here we go. Oh, love the double dump, baby. Yeah. Bring it over here. Let's do it again. And there's 5. Man, there's so much more left. Oh, no. Yo, this is taking way too long. I'm just going to drive these over to the silo. Feel like that'll probably be the easiest thing to do. Time to get everybody in line. Actually, I don't know. Can I dump from one harvester into another? Oh, I can. Aha. Well, that makes things nice and easy, doesn't it? Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, that didn't... I don't know why I thought that would work. It did not. Let's go ahead and return all of that. There we go. And this should be done shortly. Now, I do need some help here because I'm going to need a trailer with well over 1 million liters. And I don't have one of those. However, Omatana has provided us with something that should work perfect for this situation. I'm also going to try and take this truck, but I don't know if it's going to work. Also, I don't know how I put DjGoHam on half the machines and the rest of them say 387 Mo. I don't got nothing for you guys. I apologize. There we go. That'll not work, but it will go fast. So who cares? Let's come through here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this singular potato harvester done. Yeah, there you go. This will 2 million liters. I've modified it. I think before it held 200,000, and what I did was added zeros. As one does. Let's take this, we'll put it here, we will get the rest of the potatoes out, and then I wonder, can I adjust? Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah, that'll do perfectly fine. Oh, there's so many potatoes, dude. Sell points for said potatoes. I do think that the sell everything place is going to be the best. $1,109 per 1,000 liters. I think we're going to make too much money. Yeah, I think I've just decided that. I think we're going to make too much money. Oh no, is this a $1 million potato harvest? I didn't mean to cheat that bad. So 1,283,945 liters going into the sell everything spot. And that will give us, I would assume, over $1 million. Hopefully it's not over 100 million. This is going to be too much, I think. We're over $1 million now. Oh boy, it just keeps going. I didn't mean to do that. $1.4 million for that potato harvest. It's $61,000 for our environmental score, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and jump back in here with our newfound millionaire status on Alma, Missouri. Come take my money. Back onto the farm, and let's go ahead and park up the truck. We have a new building over here. I do love this very, very much. This was sent over to me. Well, you can probably guess. I don't know when this is coming out. He said don't do a review, but I'm recording this 2 weeks before the video comes out. I don't even know if this will fit. Oh man, there's like an inch there. Okay, we got a little bit of room in the back. We're okay. Go ahead and turn the lights off. There we go. I think this fits in here about as well as my pickup truck in real life fits in my garage. It barely does. So now the chore becomes plowing up fields together, planting the things that we want to plant. We might be able to plant today. I don't even know if we're going to be able to do that today in game or not. We may have to wait until tomorrow. But we're definitely going to be plowing a couple fields together. Taking a look at the fields that we are going to be doing. We've got, well, number 9 and number 3. I like that being a single field by itself, so we're going to leave that be. However, field 4 and field number 10, those are going to become one field together. Also, I do like the idea of this field number 2, maybe paired with field number 3, although there is a ditch right here, which makes things kind of difficult. And then from there, we reap the rewards that we sow. Also, plowing these together and making one humongo field would be epic, but doing that, we're definitely going to need another combine harvester. Thank goodness we've got some extra money. So I'm going to go in and see what kind of damage I could do. Got to drop this down to get out of here first. Bam! Just like so. You know what? This may not be a bad time to buy this field over here either. I know it's a lot of area, but check this out. So if we go in, we check this. I actually have a discount to buy this field right here. Well, okay, I thought I did. $554,000. That's still the same price. I did a contract on that field, man. Come on. Whatever. So we are definitely going to have to get some bigger harvesters, though. I say harvesters. I think I'm going to keep one that I have and maybe get another bigger New Holland. Let's do it. Why not? We've got the money. We've got the time. I don't know if I want to buy that little plot over there. I think there's something in it right now. Let's see how hard it would be to plow these together. Okay, so nothing in there, which makes things a little bit easier. We do have a ditch right here, so we would have to bring that up, kind of, raise it up, and then smooth it all out. And then we've got this area here, which would just kind of spin around and then go right back into there. You know what? I'm not sure I'm gonna mess with that. I think this will be fine the way it is, so we'll just leave it. But I am going to extend a little, just whittle this little bit. By whittle, I mean a lot. Let's take this tree cluster out here. I'm going to use easy dev controls. Easiest thing that I've found anyway. We'll come up here, we'll find the tree, hit delete, and then it goes away. We'll find this one, do the same thing, and it goes away, and come over here. Wait till it knows what kind of tree it is. Maybe we have to go underground. We did, and it knows what kind of tree it is. It's an invisible tree. That's what it is. I'm going to bring this field all the way out, run by the road, all the way out and around, and we're going to do it like that. But to do that, we do need to landscape a bit. So I'm going to bring this out, and we're going to use this to smooth some of this area out. Some of these have a few little raised areas, a little bump here and there, things like that. So that will help out there nicely. And I also remember doing this field, doing the contract. It was probably the bumpiest field I'd ever encountered. I did get some of the bumps out, but not all of them. So I'm gonna go through and do that real fast. Now I'm up at the top right-hand corner of the map, well, field-ish area. So this area is interesting. It's also got massive, massive bumps that I'm currently smoothing out, but this is the area that I was like, why don't we just plow both of these fields together? It's a neat area. It's a pretty cool area, but I kind of don't wanna. I really want to keep both those fields separate because they are huge by themselves. Look at these bumps. The fields are as big as these stupid bumps. I really want to, but I do think keeping these fields separate is going to be the key to diversity, because now we open ourselves up to not 2 but 3 different types of crops that we can use at the same time. That is super helpful when you're trying to do all kinds of different stuff. You can do it way faster. Hey, I need this crop. Cool, put it in here. Wait 6 months. Bam, you're ready to go. Not a whole lot left to do. So I think that's going to be the game plan there. I'm also seeing how much time is left on my timer here. And it looks like maybe for this episode, we may be coming close-ish to an end. So I don't think we're going to be able to do any planting today. Hopefully tomorrow in game. I'm kind of really hoping we get some nice weather. I guess we'll find out. I can't wait to plow this up. So that's going to be probably in the next one. We are going to be doing more field creation, more everything, but I'm going to try and get the boring stuff out of the way, which is the leveling, which I'm doing now. So between now and then, check us out for the next episode on Alma, Missouri, where it's going to be December, hopefully beautiful weather. We'll have nice sunlight. We can get all of the work done that we need to do. So we put weeds in all the fields. That's what the game is saying to me. Nope, don't. I do not like this part of the game. What's up? We're back on Alma, Missouri. Today we are going to be plowing up, one of these fields. I don't know if this completely needs all the plowing upness. Does it? Please tell me no. Please say the answer's no. Aha! No. However, you can see where I've driven around this field, and it really does need it. So we'll figure that out. We also are going to have rock stones and things like that. It's going to be a time for sure today. First things first, though, I want to be able to get in here about as far away as I did on the previous field to our left right here, which is actually going to be the same field that we're in right now when it's all, well, no. Different field. Go. About there. That looks good. And plow. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I turned stones off. Yeah, we turned stones off, I decided. Just now I decided that. It is what it is. And we may turn weeds off as well. Weeds just, I don't know, they tend to get in the way a little bit. Not my thing. Let's go and cut some lights on so we can see what's going on here. So I have a tendency to drive in the yard. And this, I think, will prevent me from doing that, although it's not going to make farming much easier for me either. So we'll figure all that out whenever we cross those bridges. But for now, I think we'll try and get this as close as we possibly can to the farmyard itself to connect this area with that field, making it one big old area. What do you guys think? Not too bad. And plus, I think farmers in real life probably do something very similar to this, trying to farm as much land as they possibly can. And that's what we're going to do. And there's a little bit of space right through here, but I think I'm going to try and connect this into there. Yeah, that'll work. Because down through here, this whole area, that's going to be pretty difficult. And I think that's about as close that way as I want to get as well. And I think this is cool. So let's head up to the other end of the field, see what we can get it to. I did decide to kind of plow up a little bit closer to the road here. It wasn't as close as I really wanted to get, so I decided to do it myself. And through here, we will have to come and monitor this bit too. We are a little bit close to the trees, just a wee bit little close through there. And I'm almost 100% sure my combine harvesters are going to have a devil of a time trying to figure that out. Now, what do we do here? I think this field right in front of us, that looks pretty good. So I think what I may do is modify this field a little bit, maybe get rid of those 2 trees right there, and then come pretty darn close to this. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's do that right now. Let's quit running so darn fast. Let's open up our help window. No, I don't want to remove the tracks. I want to delete objects. Yeah. Object number 1. Oh, I have the HUD turned off. My bad. Spam delete. Please delete the tree? Oh. Yep, that just happened. All right, and then we'll have to go underground for this one. And there it is. Delete. If anybody's curious what I'm using to go underground like that, that's going to be the player action camera. Man, it works great. It works really, really good for doing that kind of thing. So we'll come about right here. I know this is super close, but you know what? Rock and roll, baby, rock and roll. And then we get to here, which is a really interesting spot. I think I'm going to try and swing this out just a bit and then bring it in like that. Hey, just about perfect. We'll come to here, try and get close to the road, and then we should end up right where we were whenever we started this whole journey. And then we can kind of figure this whole thing out and then go and do the other field as well. Nice. Yeah. And then about to there, that'll work. About to there, that'll work. And look at that. We've got our plow marks. Wah, bam! Now, we just need to fill all this in. I wonder if it could show us how much we've extended on. So I extended a little bit there, all the way through up here. That, and then to there. Not bad. This is a weird spot. We may revisit that. Now, that is one field done. I did turn off weeds. I don't want to deal with those anymore. Ow. Yeah, there's another spot. Huh. I thought I plowed that up. Oh, maybe you have to Oh, I didn't. What I didn't do was this part. I'm not done yet. Hang on. How did I start that last bit? And we are done. Yeah, as you can see right through there, we are finished, and there's definitely no more of this field left to do. We did it all. Certainly wasn't another spot, and I didn't have to do this part twice. Moving on, we have another field section to put together because it is this field right here. We are going to be, well, we should probably unfold it first. Boom, just like so. We are going to be taking over right here and then making our way this way, kick it just a little bit like that, and then connect with this field here. Man, oh man, I feel like I'm doing old school farming right now. I say old school, like Farm Sim 17, Farm Sim 19 days, where I would literally take every bit of open area that I possibly could get my hands on to do a little bit of farming on. Oh, and I love it. Let's bring this right here. Oh, that is so close through there. I see a little dirt skirt right here. I'm going to try and get rid of some of this little dirt skirt. It just kind of is what it is. I may have to paint a little grass on top of this if I get too close. Watch yourself. Then we make our way here. This is squared off, so I'm just going to kind of continue with that. We'll raise up, and I'm not quite sure how much of this I need to plow. We'll drop it down, but I'm not quite sure how close to this tree line or how much closer I'm gonna get to this tree line. I've got field creation turned on right now, but oh yeah, no, I remember now. I remember what I was gonna do with this whole area right through here. Boom, it just makes sense to go straight over that. I mean, we got the train tracks to our left hand side. Beautiful area. Ooh, the header's gonna have fun getting under that tree. Maybe I should stay a little further away from the tree line here. Go just straight on with this, and then down, boop, and around, just like so. This ain't gonna be real fun to harvest or plant or do anything for that matter. However, this is gonna give us a much larger field area. And it's a lot of fun, dude. I tell you what, Celobuki has done a killer job putting us in a position where we can really expand on some of these fields, expand on the farms, build things the way we want to. You know what? This feels like the map that we've been waiting on. And I'm so happy it's here. We are almost done with this little bit right here. Again, I'm just going to kind of keep going around in circles, and I'm losing my breath because I'm drinking Farmer cup of coffee. Hang on. We good, baby. We good. Now we get to join these fields together again. Boom, just like so, and together. I thought this little bit right here was going to be too much. Turns out it was just about right. And we'll bring this down like so. Oh, man. Now we have created a monster is what we've done. I don't think I'm going to go all the way out to that edge. I'm too scared to get even close to it. Oh boy. And then right over here, I think, is that it? You think that's it? I just kind of plowed all that up for no reason. All right. Can we see what we did? Let's see. I think we need to purchase some soil things or else it's not going to show me. Yeah, for some reason that part right there is not showing up. Huh, that's odd. I think I've got all the areas done. I guess we'll have to take a look at... Oh. Yeah, there's that area, huh? Yeah, I didn't cut... Oh, and that... Let's cut. Well, I don't know what's going on with this area. I did... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I did that already. This is what I forgot. I'm also getting to the point right now where I'm thinking, I messed up big time. This is a big field still in this map, and I just plowed a couple of the biggest ones together, which may not seem too bad, but now I've got to spend the time farming these. Oh, that's going to take a while. So, yeah, I've just ran into one of my biggest faults and biggest problems that I make every single time I do a series. I went too big too early. But you know what? Whatever. We got some big fields. We could run a couple runs around, hire a worker, and be fine with it. Plus, we're going to keep the combine harvester we got and buy another one on top of that. I don't know which one we're going to get yet. We don't need it yet. Not for a few more months, at least in-game. So we got plenty of time to figure that out. It will either be, well, I say either a New Holland or a case. It'll be a New Holland of some sort. Probably looking for a 1090, something like that. Something big. I'm sure there's got to be some good mods out there. What do you guys like? So we've got all the plowing done, and I could go ahead and take this time to buy ourselves some of these soil maps. So 14 grand for that one. And then we've got another extended, I don't even know how much that was, 15 grand, something like that. The rest of these seem to be pretty good, so we don't need to buy any more or update any of the other ones. But what we do need is we need to get into the fields. We need to get some lime down. We may even need to get some more lime, and I think it may even be a good time to think about how we're going to do the little auger with lime in it. Actually, we have an auger wagon. I think we might be able to make this happen and make it work well. Let's do it. First things first, lime in. Got it. 100,000 liters. Gotta love it. Let's hit fields that we've already got. Like the grass field over here, for example. I didn't do anything to this grass field yesterday, so it definitely needs a little something. Number two, let's hit the field that we just created. So this is going to take us up and down and all around. We may even overlap a little bit with the field to our left. Yes, there is some chaff on the ground. However, we are not going to be mulching this up. This is all going to be direct drilled right over. Now, this is the part where we need to pay a little bit of attention, because we have a couple different fields here. Actually, one of them, hold your horses. This didn't show. This area right here. Hang on a minute. Oh man, I gotta buy that too? I gotta buy all that? It's just like the roads and stuff? Alright, purchase soil map. 13 grand for that? Good gracious, man. Whatever. Alright, let's fill in the gaps here, I guess. There we go. Got them. And we shall continue along. Let's hit the outside area of this map. I think we've purchased now all the soil maps that we need. That's gonna be fun to harvest around. Oof. After one headland, we have used approximately close to 40,000 liters of lime through all of that. Not bad, not bad. There's a lot going on through there. I'll tell you that much. I do need to figure out how, if ever I'm going to be able to hire a worker on this field. It's kind of all over the place, at least for doing lime and stuff like that. Yeah, this is going to take a while. So I'm just going to hit this. We'll probably have to go back and forth. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how much lime I've got left in the silo. We may have to go buy some more because we're definitely going to need it. So we did fairly well. We've gotten around a lot of this field. Let's see if we can... Well, that doesn't really help much, does it? We've gotten a lot of this field done, but it's time to refill. And I can be honest with you, I don't know how much lime I've got left in here. Lime. Oh, 4,800 liters. I don't know where you guys come from, but where I come from, that ain't gonna be enough to get this field done. So here's the game plan. We have come into town. We have brought our T7 with the auger wagon and the fertilizer spreader. The reason I brought that is so that I could fill up not only the auger wagon, but also the fertilizer spreader as well. The auger holds 500,000 liters, I believe is what I've got it modded to, and the lime spreader holds 100,000. That gives us 600, oh, brakes, 600,000 liters. But right there, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Is that filling up? Oh, it is filling up. Man, it's just super slow. Goodness gracious. All right, how much is all this gonna cost? Because this is like 8,500 liters, I believe. That's gonna, or 85,000 liters. Sorry, for the front. That'll cost us 14 grand. All right. What about 500,000 liters? How much is this gonna cost? $84,000. Not bad. All right, so we paid close-ish to 100 grand, roughly, for all of this. But I still got $1 million, so who cares? All right, we're back. Now I'm gonna get back into the fields and basically just spend a bunch of time doing lime. Yep, we'll see when it's done. And we are done. Bam! Close up the menus. Lime is complete. And that's one thing. I think that took me maybe 20-ish minutes. I'm not quite sure. You could look at the top right-hand corner and go back a couple 30 seconds and see how long that took. That felt like it took forever. I will say that. And I've decided at least on one of the crops that we're going to put into the ground. One of them is going to be grass, and we are currently in the field that we're going to put grass in. It's the closest one to the cattle pen and the sheep pen. I feel like it just makes sense to put grass in this one. However, in the other two, we got to figure out what we're going to do there. And it's more than just figuring out what we're going to do there. We also need to take a look at some things that I've completely forgot about from please, can I can has. Please just fill this up. Thank you. This has worked every other time. There's a couple bits that I've completely forgotten about. Yeah, we have dry corn, and I forgot. You see this? Yeah. We got 58,000 liters of dry corn right now, which is pretty awesome. And corn, we've got about 100,000 liters in there now. Now, here's the game plan. I think, because I believe we've done oats or something like that. Man, these fields are all over the place. Goodness gracious. Can we go to something where they look, needs plowing? Oh, man. Well, I'll go do that later, I guess. We've got a lot going on through here, but here's the fun part. We got 120,000 liters of canola still. We do have some seeds, although we're going to need some more. 1.4 million liters of straw. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but we'll figure it out. Solid fertilizer, I think we'll be good, at least on this setup, and that is it there. However, as we showed off here, we've got about 58,000 liters of our dried corn, and we've got another 136,000 liters of silage. So this is good because it gets us kind of a leg up on what we need next, which is hay. And once we get that, we will be good to go there. So I think we need to kind of double down on the flour portion, because we are going to be taking the dried corn, we're going to be turning that into flour, and we are going to make ourselves something good. So we need some crops that will help us with that. Let's go sorghum, maybe, and soybeans. That sound pretty fun. The only thing is that I don't know if I can swath soybeans or sorghum, and I don't have a grain head. All right, so I'm taking a look at the website now, which is not what the gameplay is, but wheat, barley, oats, canola, so negative on the two crops that I want to do. So if we're going to do those, we need headers that'll work with that. And I'm thinking about doing maybe a modified version of the base game combine harvester. I really like the double wheels on the Michelin, although it doesn't really offer much else. There are a bunch of New Holland mods, even the ones that I've got installed right now. We've got quite a few things here, although I haven't modified any of these yet, so we may go through, find out who the modders are, see if there's anything super duper cool that we can use. But for now, just know we will be getting a larger combine. It just ain't gonna be today. So then let's get to it. It looks like one of our field needs to be plowed up. Yeah, 4 and 10. However, this field does not need to be plowed, which makes things nice and easy for us. We could go ahead and get started with seeding. Unless plowing's a better idea right now. Or maybe getting a new tractor's a better idea. How's about we find one from the Enhanced Tractor Pack? This is from our really good friend, Mark Thor. He has basically taken all of the base game tractors and modified them to have better horsepower, bigger engines, etc., etc. and maybe some extra stuff. Now, I thought about doing a T9, but I think with our farm, I think a T8's probably a better way to go. We can do one with up to 841 horsepower. I don't know if we need that yet, but it's awesome. Yeah, I don't think we need quite that yet. Honestly, I think a base engine, probably more than enough for us. Michelin tires, I mean, we got to have Michelin tires. Really want to go with duals as well. Aceria Pro, definitely one that you want to have right through there. You can change up the hub cover. There's so many color options, including toothpaste track. That's called toothpaste. I mean, come on. But I do believe, like, New Holland, no, black. Black is definitely what we need to go through there. Jet black, chassis color, body color. Let me change around with a few of these, play with them a little bit. If I'm honest, it's a little bit flashy. It's awesome, but it's a bit flashy. Let's see. I don't think I could change up the wheel weight colors, so we may not worry too much about that. I do like the wide tire. Duals are cool. But yeah, you can't really turn as well as I'd like to with duals. So let's go with this. It's not a blue chrome. It's called a blue gloss, though it is quite chrome. We also have a metal flake. I had thought about doing with this. Nitro blue's in here as well, but it is a New Holland blue. As a matter of fact, you know what? We could probably do that with a dark gray. Yeah, it looks pretty good. What if we went onyx black with the wheels, and then we did... Oh, yeah, nitro blue for the main color. I won't tell if you don't tell. Let's buy. Oh, no. What? How much did I go? 5,000 grand. No. There, I gave myself $5,100. Let's reset all of that. There we go. I think for this, we will jump on the plow, and then everything else will just kind of get going. Man, oh, there it is. There's so much just going on right now, all at once. I do believe I may have bitten off more than I could chew. There we go, got that. There's just so much to do. There's a lot to do. I kind of wish I hadn't bitten off all of this, but you know what? Whatever, we're having fun. Something that should help out with this just a little bit is one of these plows. We have these in 19. We have them in 22 as well. I think a lot of people forget about these. What's the name of it? Drop it. Lizard SM. So I got the smaller version of the 72. It's only 21 meters. Larger version's 26 meters. So they are quite large pieces of equipment, and they help out a lot as well. I don't recommend using them with a worker like I've got the field set up now. I'm gonna run. I did run with the 9-meter plow, one row around. We are gonna do the exact same thing here with this one. Let's see if we can get it to release. There we go. Finishes the fold, should drop down, and go. There you go. They do require, I think it's about 350 horsepower. We got that in here, so as you can see, no problems whatsoever. I do have fast farming enabled. These do not fast farm by default, so if you're trying to fast farm with them or something like that, you may not find that works for you. Ooh, and we are spinning the wheels. Gotta love it, man. All right, let's finish this around. We'll run one more headland and then probably get started planting once we hire this on a worker, and then hopefully finish it up next time. This is going to be helpful for me overall, but I don't know how smart this is. Got to find my 180 degree turn right here. There we go. 180 degrees. Drop it down. Hire a worker. I don't quite know how good of an idea this is. I guess we'll find out. Unless it tries to do stuff in my other fields, in which case that would be real bad. I don't know. Let's find out and see what this idiot worker tries to do here. Okay. Back it up. Pulls forward. Don't know why they backed up that far just to turn. Uh-huh. Not bad. Yeah, maybe he's going to do okay. Maybe he's going to back up a bunch more. Or he's going to put the plow down right here. Yeah, don't do that, man. What are you doing, bruh? Can't plow backwards, unfortunately. Oh, no. The good thing is, at least we don't have to do this very much. We can go right here, and then hire worker. All right, I'm going to have to babysit this idiot, aren't I? Well, I was going to start planting, but unfortunately I got bored, I guess. I don't know. Decided to plow this whole field. So it's, yeah, it's done now. This is it. This is all we had to do. And that's it. Wha-bam! Jump out of here. Let's see if I can catch it. Come back here. Haha. Go and return that. Jump in here. And we are done. So I think between now and maybe the next one, might get a little bit of planting done. Get a couple other things done that we need to do. And I don't know. That's about it. So in the field that we are in currently right now, we are going to do, you guessed it, I forgot. Soybeans, there we go. Grass to the left, sorghum to the right, and I just burped twice. So yeah, that's all I got. This was a terrible ending to the video, but peace out. I don't know. Episode 9 of Alma, Missouri brings us to a beautiful, absolutely beautiful, snowy scape. Oh my goodness, it is so peaceful and quiet. It's awesome. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a snowstorm before, or like peaceful snow, I guess, like this, but it's so calm and quiet. Oh, it's awesome. And then DjGoHam has to come in and ruin everything for everybody. Let's talk a little bit about what's happened since you guys saw me last. I got a combine harvester. I don't remember if I talked about this or not because it's been a while, but figured, wait, why not? We'll talk about it. So we ended up getting this one. We got the Revelation. It's got, I don't know, it's base game. It's base game. 1090 million liter, no, 100,000 liter capacity, which ain't too bad. Now, we do have some production chains around, so let's take a look and make sure those are all working. So our corn is doing fine. We got 42,000 liters left. I don't know quite how long that's going to take. Maybe a day, 2 days, something like that. Shouldn't be too bad. And then we have our straw silage, which is doing okay. I did move the grass into here so we can start making some hay, which is very nice. I like to be able to do that. And we've got one other thing as well. I'm not saying I forgot that we have 120,000 liters of canola, but I'm not saying I remembered either. And what better time than now to attempt to sell it? So we're going to sell some canola in the snow. In our semi truck. Let's see if we can jump in here. Let's start it up. It is nice and chilly. January is snowing. Let's go and open up the back cover on here and pull out and see if we can get some stuff out of the silo. Actually, I wonder, can I back it up to it? Best backwards driver in Farm Sim. Can he? Oh yeah, forget this doesn't go a million miles an hour backwards. Tell you what, driving 82 Studios trucks, sometimes you forget that trucks have a normal backup speed. Oh, I did not do well. Well, we could just pull forward to be just fine. Pull forward just a little bit and try not to spin. There we go. Canola, 120,000 liters. This shouldn't take too long. Now, where are we taking this? We've got a couple things here. We have the grain sell point, but they sell everything. That's, I think, where we want to go. I'm going to tag that place, which should be right over there. And it is. And now is the fun part, because we're going to attempt to drive this in the snow. Should probably go ahead and cut on our beacons and the four-way flasher so everyone on the road knows to stay away from DjGoHam, because this is just going to be fun. I don't know if I could take this turn in the snow. Yep, not as well as you thought I would have taken that. And it looks like up here we've got a little bit of opening, but not too much. Some of this road is road, and some of this road is snow. Snow is a lot of fun to drive on if you don't have to worry too much about death. Rock and roll, baby. All right, coming through here. I want to keep you guys just viewing all this. Driving in the snow is so much fun in Farm Sim. Maybe not as fun as it was back in 17 or 19 when we had seasons. I did feel like driving in the snow then was maybe a lot more dangerous. No, it's not so much dangerous. All right, brake now. Not too bad. Not too bad. Looks like we only have brakes on the front two axles, so maybe a little bit on the trailer, but not enough to lock it up. We will also check to make sure that we are in tip side front. There we go. Pull that away. Yo, downtown is nice. Some idiot left out their canopy. Is that what that is? Yeah, some idiot left out their canopy. We won't make fun of them too bad. Let's see if we can make this turn. Well, we made it, so whatever. There you go. And then a little turn to the left here by the back of the shop. Oh, we about spun out. Be careful, DJ. Be careful. Good thing is this truck doesn't have enough power to spin out. Oh, we're sliding. Bring it through and then sell the canola. Here we go. Should be a good, decent amount. We had over 100,000 liters and it's paying $3,800. Did that go up since we came over here? I don't know, but that's a lot of money. It's kind of funny going through there. So the money's a little bit higher than I was expecting it to be. $463,000, and we got 21,000 extra for our environmental score. We have a decent environmental score. Okay, so we've got that, but there is one thing that we actually need, and that is solid fertilizer. We haven't bought any of this in a while, and you could... Oh, is that wheat? Oh no, I selected wheat. It costed $8,600. We're gonna sell it for way more. Oh boy, that's not how I wanted to start this episode. How much money do you... 42 grand? No. There, I removed $34,000. Maybe that's the direction we needed to go. Now, so there's 10, 20, I would say probably 40,000 liters. I think of solid fertilizer being enough. Yeah, that's 50 grand. It's more than we need to be spending on solid fertilizer, but we got a lot of fields. And if you don't remember those, go back and check out the other episodes. All right, let's head back to the main farm, and then let's figure out if there's anything left for us to do in the snow, or if we can move it along to March or April when we can harvest finally. I think it's been a little while since I drove in the snow, but it's a lot less eventful than I remember it being. I mean, it's fun. You can slam on the brakes and slide a little bit, but I mean, it's not dangerous. I don't know, maybe we're in the wrong vehicle. What if we try and take out the pickup truck? What if this is something that's maybe a little bit more fun? By the way, since I've made my last video, he did talk about this finally, so that is cool. Let's... It doesn't have the biggest engine in it, but it is fun. Door takes a little while, doesn't it? I wonder if this would be any more dangerous. We've also got to figure out where to drive this, because I don't want to do anything too bad. I think I've got a grass field around here. Yeah, that's a grass field. Actually, one of our farmers may have a better field for us to drive in. You know what? Let's just drive in the front yard. How about that? I mean, we're getting some slippy sliding, but it's all-wheel drive. So it's not really as fun as it could be. Oh, what if we get a little bit of speed going downhill? This is a slow truck. We got a little slippy and sliding, but it's not... Yeah, it's just not fun. Ooh, what if we raise up the truck? Huh? Now what if it slips and slides? Watch, it'll probably just flip over. Hang on, let me take this turn right here. Oh, not as fun as I wanted it to be. All right, let's go put it back. Here, I thought February was going to be better, but just another layer of snow drop. So now the snow's even deeper than it was before. How? Was it possible? There's just so much snow. Look at the grass. Look, it's almost completely covered up. Poor grass. Yo. I don't need it, but look what just popped up on the used market. One of the enhanced vehicles, the T9 with tracks. Oh, there's also a 1200 horsepower, 50 mile per hour version, which is epic, by the way. But I don't know if we need it right now. However, it is half off. Usually this is a $400,000 tractor, and it's only this much. I don't want to be like that guy and say, you know, I really feel like we should get this, but I do kind of feel like we should get this. Does that make sense? One thing though, I can't seem to find any of these, at least online, that are like different colors. I'm sure that there's one that is, but yeah, I can't really find anything. I was thinking maybe doing like a Fiat Angry color on here, maybe something like a case red, for example. In body color, there's an old case red, which is quite different from the case red that we have base game. So, I don't know. I think this looks super cool, but maybe for now, we just stick with New Holland. We go there, we get it. It costs us $204,000, but there's probably some other stuff we need to buy now as well, because I'm thinking about doing animals, and I think we need to make a move on that. First things first, though, let's go and repair this guy. There we go. It is repaired, and it is good to go. So let's go ahead and drive it back. Go and cut on our lights and stuff. Oh, it's okay to drive in the snow. And it'll get moving. Yeah, there it goes moving. This version specifically goes a little bit faster. This, I think, would be a lot of fun doing great karting, or maybe if we get a larger planter, this would be pretty cool. There we go. Yeah, it goes 34 miles an hour. Nice. Yep, I'm fairly happy with this purchase. Yeah, man. The only thing about animals, at least for me personally right now playing the game, I'm playing before any update to this map has been released. So there's no real... What did I hit? There's no real reason for me yet to upgrade and get animals. So I think maybe at least for now we'll say no animals, but I want to get some. At least it gives me a little bit of time to find an American feed mixer, modify it a little bit, and get a few other things as well. Maybe things that we haven't used before, because I do tend to use the exact same thing over and over again every time when I do cattle. There is other things, one other thing at least, that I want to do before we jump in and get into spring, I think. It's February. God, there's snow everywhere. This is going to be difficult to get rid of all this snow. Can't wait to try and do that. All right. I have a T. That's 7. That's a 6. Where's my other tractor? Oh no! I updated and it deleted my tractor. Hang on. There we go. I had to buy another one. Guess my specs for that one won't be real anymore. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, since we've got now 3 blue tractors, and I didn't want a bunch of blue tractors, I was going to remodel the T8 and make it black. So now I've done that. I also added duals on there. And I gave them to myself for free for my troubles, you know, because I was troubled. I think going forward now, we do need to be careful about the amount of tractors that we buy, because I'm literally one dude, and I can't drive all these because I'm not a multiplayer. Yeah. All right, let's fast forward a little bit of time. Really, the only thing to do now is sit and wait for the snow to melt. Look at those ridges, man. That T9 is so heavy. Welcome to March, where pretty much everything looks identical that it did shortly ago. The snow has not gone down any. It is also raining now, which is the most confusing thing in the world. However, living in the south of the United States, I get it. You know, it's snowing, it's raining. We got a lot of sayings for that, but I won't repeat any of them here on YouTube. Is there anything that's really changed a whole lot? The hay has now done. The straw is now turned mostly into silage. The corn dryer is completely empty. We've got a bunch of propane left, and the dried corn is looking pretty good. Now, dried corn could be sold at the grain mill and then turned into a flour-based product. Now, if you guys were paying attention a few episodes ago, when we set up our fields right through here, we've got a big field of wheat. I don't know if I told you that or not, but yeah, big field of wheat and a big field of sorghum. Now, all of that is going to be turned into flour as well. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting. We're going to wait till we harvest that stuff. And then that is all going to be going to the grain mill so that we can make a whole lot of everything all at once. But in the meantime, I think we probably need to wait a day more. Well, we'll say a month more in game, because something tells me this grass is not ready to be harvested yet. Well, it is quite interesting what a month's difference can make. So we are now in April, and as you can see, everything is ready to go. We have a massive field of sorghum right here, ready to rock. We've also got a massive field of wheat over here, ready to rock. And then we have a massive field of grass here, ready to rock and roll. The grass is different. They also roll. It's a fun joke. Let's move on. We have half of a tractor. We have a lot to get moving. But maybe not a lot of time to get it all done in. I think I kind of want to get some mowing done. I don't know. I feel like harvesting, if you're going to do that, do it at the beginning of the video, right? So maybe we get a little bit of mowing done. We've got our mowers right over there. We're ready to go. And plus, I can do a lot of this on my own. at least getting stuff done. Please turn on. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I don't have 82 Studios mod installed yet where it does wild and crazy stuff. Where is my mower? Found it. Goodness gracious. Let's just move on. Let's see if I can get this thing backed out of here without crashing completely. In real life, that would have cost a few $1,000s worth of damage, but in the game, 0. Let's go. And if you are curious, I'm planning on doing the swathing on the wheat. There's a chance I may not, but I mean, we get what, 20% extra when you do? So, I mean, that seems like I should just do it, right? Felt like I should just do that. Also, I'm not quite sure how I want to harvest this. Maybe we should do down a center swath for the first 2 passes and then go from there. It'll probably be easier to pick it up later on. Come on, let's enable fast farming. Let's turn it on. And let's rock and roll, baby, yeah! We've also got a really, really cool loading wagon in. We're probably going to need to buy that at some point because I have not purchased that yet. IRL, it hasn't been updated yet. So that's fun, but it should be updated maybe today or tomorrow whenever I'm recording this. Nonetheless, let's run our 2 headlands around this really quickly, then let's come back and forth with the swathing pointed in and out, and that should get us to the big grass field at least, where that's really going to take the longest. Maybe hiring a worker is the best option there. And we're finished up over here. The one thing I forgot to do, change the swath pattern. I think it's probably going to be okay. Let's be honest. This is more than likely a lot easier to pick up than anything else. Plus, this is basically already windrowed. So why try and worry about trying to make it absolutely perfect? Speaking of make it perfect, I don't know where I'm going to start here. Maybe here? Ooh, yeah. Let's start, like, back it up just a wee bit a bit. Right about there. Nice. So this is the first harvest that we've got on this field being our permanent grass field, at least for now. I don't know if it's going to be the grass field forever, but I think this is a good one to have. And I wanted to bring you around at least for the first pass around this field, since it is the first time that we've used it for this. We kind of get to see what it looks like, how everything's going to turn out. That's a lot of grass going through there, man, oh man. And then right here, whenever we hit this, I'm also kind of curious what these fields look like. So flight mode and fast run enabled. Look at this. I overshot it, man. This is too much. This is way too much. This is absolutely ridiculous. This field, not too bad and actually going to be super easy to harvest and a lot of fun. This field is too much. Also, I do kind of wish I would have done both of these fields in one, but you've got this little bit right here, so why not? I should have. I didn't. I should have. Let's drop down. Let's jump back in here. All right, let's make the turn. God, it's going to be so much, and harvest is going to take forever. Yo, I was looking at this. I have got 18, maybe 19 hours on this map already. Where's the thing where it tells you all the stuff? Here we go. 19 hours and 30 minutes on this. Usually I get about 30 hours for 30 episodes. Some episodes take a lot longer. Some episodes take a lot less time to do. This one's taken a while, and it's taken a while to do stuff off screen. I've done a lot of that, more so than I have in the past. And oh no, my controller's not on. My controller stopped working. Oh no, stop. Well, that's fun. Great. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my controller disconnecting. By the way, it's a wired controller. I don't know what just happened. I think it's time to get a new one is what time it is. Yeah, anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by whatever that was. Don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm just really enjoying the series. I've mentioned that quite a few times. And usually I talk about that when I'm on this field. But I'm really enjoying this. If you're watching the series and you've gotten this far into it and you're not playing on this map yet, I think you should definitely go check it out. Give it a try, have some fun, play on Alma, Missouri, see how the map treats you, because I gotta tell you, the map has treated me very, very well. I'm super happy about the way the series is turning out. I feel like it's an old school series now. I feel like I'm playing Farm Sim 19 or even Farm Sim 17. We did a lot of really fun stuff on those maps and those series back then. and I feel like we're just kind of doing something similar here on this map. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really thankful that I get to do this. First pass is done. There you go. All done. You can tell. There it is. Let me do one little push through here. We're going to do one more run, and then I think from there it's maybe hire a worker. Probably going to be the easiest thing to do. Probably shouldn't have done that right there, but whatever. I don't even care. Yeah, I think hiring a worker is probably going to be the way to go, at least from here on out. We do need to make sure that the worker doesn't get into any of these other fields, because I have a little thing where it turns into straw when you mow. Most crops are like that, but one of the mods I've got installed makes all of the crops drop straw, which means when you mow them, all of them create straw. I'm keeping the straw. We're going to turn it into silage. I don't want it to happen yet, though. Actually, one of the best ways to start a worker would probably be right here. However, I need to find... There it is, 180 degrees. That's going to set us on a really nice worker pattern here. However, it's not going to go all the way down to the other end. I think I did this, maybe the last time we did this with Swathing or something like that, but it's going to stop like right here. Yeah, there you go. So now we could spin this around, take it back to the other end again, hire him on a worker again. That way, at least when the worker comes back through here later, it might be a little bit easier for them. And as a matter of fact, I may actually start the worker on this side of the field and just run like a third little headland around the top, just to make things easier on myself later on. So let's find here, 180 degrees, hire the worker, and we might, actually should get to the other end of this field. Well, we got close enough to where I think I'll consider that a win. There you go. So now when the worker comes back through on the other end, they will probably make it all the way. I mean, they're definitely going to make it all the way down here. So what I'll do, I'll finish this headland. We'll come around back to the top of that field again, mowing a third little row. That way we can at least mow and not have to worry about messing stuff up. And then hire him on a worker and let him rock. This little section's going to be fun when the worker comes back through here. He's probably going to look at it and go like, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I'm not, that's not my problem. That's what I would do if I was coming through there anyway. All right, we're almost around to the top here, and I do think we may take it a little extra time and maybe go and pick some of this grass up, take it over to the silo. I should probably just buy that loading wagon at this point. We have rented it, I don't know how many times at this point. We should probably just buy it. Let's break out Old Faithful. I believe this was the first and actually the longest tractor that we've had here on the series. Real quick, got to check on Mr. Dummy over here. Looks like they've come down and back and doing it again. Cool. All right. Well, they're making quick work of that, so maybe we should make quick work of this as well. Let's bring it around. We'll try and pick up this field down here first. We'll see exactly how that works out for us. Also, we need to open up the cover. There we go. Oh, it's an instant cover. Oh, how about that? Oh, bring this around. It is quite difficult to turn with this, but I mean, it's supposed to be a rock picker at the end of the day, so what do you want, right? We're still missing a little section on the right-hand side. However, at least when I'm recording this, that should be fixed soon. It's already been sent off, and it's already in testing, so this is what it is. All right, let's go through. Let's pick up some grass, and remember, all of the grass that we pick up will be turned into hay, and all of the straw that we pick up will be turned into silage. 66,000 liters, but just off of that first little field section right through there. Coming along through here, and then make this big old turn. Gotta love the turning radius. All right. I am going to try and collect this. Uh-oh, I forgot to turn it on. I'm going to try and collect this field before we get out of here today. I don't know how long that's going to take. It may get done quickly, and it may take me forever to do this. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take, but I do know that our worker is working quickly, so maybe we should try and work quickly as well. I barely didn't even make it halfway around this field. Ay, ay, ay. Also, I think I've tweaked out the trailer again. For some reason, every time I bring it in, or it fills up on its own, and I don't fold it up, it raises it, but then it doesn't lower it again. It's so much fun. And I don't remember if this is even going to dump in here. I don't think it does. It does not. It does not go into the silo, so I got to dump it here. And then as soon as that is done, go ahead and set a spawn point for there. I have to reset it so that it lowers again. So this is how I'm gonna have to move the grass. I need to take the loading wagon that I also have over here, which is also a modified loading wagon for all platforms, but this one's a little bit different. Though I think you guys know which one I prefer. We need to take this, which I've got this over here. I did decide to unload like before it filled up, which has allowed me to use it more often. Let's see, we take that, come over here, we then fill this up with grass. So come around here, grass, 364,000 liters. I would say that's pretty decent. And then we drop it off into the hay silage thing. This one. Yeah. So now we've got a decent amount of grass in there, and it is converting it into hay as we speak. We should have a lot of feed by the time we get cattle. So not much left to pick up now. We've already delivered quite a few loads over, and funny enough, I accidentally filled up the hay silo. So we're either going to have to upgrade that silo, or we are going to have to do something else. By the way, I think we're to a point now where we can go ahead and place down silo number 3. When we placed down the first 2 silos, we didn't have enough money to place down the 3rd silo that I want to place down. But now that this field is done, and we've gotten, I think, well over 1 million liters of grass. As a matter of fact, I know we have, because we just filled up that 1 silo right there. Let's spin around here, and we're going to place down silo number 3, which is going to be the TMR silo. So we'll drop that there. Hay is in. Cool. I also want to show you these just so we get an idea of what's going on. So grass, we have 389,000 liters of grass in here. Let's go ahead and activate that so we're good there. Hay, we've got, well, okay, I said 750,000, but we do have over 1 million liters of grass. There's so much. And silage is actually getting ready to spill over because we have too much of it. So let's place down silo number 3 that matches up with it. This is going to be the TMR silo, so I'm going to go into my productions, and then we look for, I believe it's this one. That's grass drying, fermenting, so it must be this one. Nope, that's pig feed. The TMR, yeah! Let's see if I can make this kind of snap into place. Is that kind of right on? It looks like the spouts are kind of pointing in a different direction, but you know what, whatever it is what it is. Let's see if I can get this almost to line up perfectly with it and put it right here dead smack center. Pow! Good enough. So now we have 3 of these bad boys. We'll take a look here real quick. We've got this set to spawning. I bet I could have this changed to distribute, but I don't know if it'll distribute to the right place. It'll probably distribute everywhere equally, so we'll move stuff. But we need silage, hay, and straw, and that's going to come over here to our TMR mixer. This is going to make things easier for us, and I forgot, I'm not even going to use a mixing wagon because we're going to do it all here. And now we have 3 silos to do it with. And I just realized our time, so that's probably going to be it for this episode. However, make sure you stay tuned for the next episode because we are going to have a lot of fun in the next one. That's going to be episode number 10, where we go in, we're going to get a bunch of harvesting done, and that'll kind of finish it up with the season 1, if you want to call it that, or year 1. We're going to have a lot of fun going forward. And we are back for episode number 10. This is going to be the final episode here on season 1. Of course, we're going to go through 20 or 30 episodes total. However, this is going to be the last one, at least for today. Today is the only one today. I should restart this whole thing. Nope, too late. We don't have any time. Today's harvest day. Yet again, it's basically harvest day every day. But I do love harvest day right here on Alma, Missouri. Let's see if we can spin this thing around, back it up, pick up our header somewhere out here, and be ready to rock and roll. Sorghum is going to be going first today. I don't think you can swath sorghum, so we're not going to try. You can, however, swath wheat, and we will be doing that. However, I'm not quite sure how the whole worker thing is going to work with that, so we'll do our best. If you guys are curious what I'm using here, we are using the base game CR1090, as well as the base game header that goes along with it. I decided not to do any modified versions here, I say modified versions, any crazy stuff. It is. It's crazy. I'm not even upset about it. Let's go in here. 100,000 liter capacity. Enable straw swath. Normally you can't get straw, I don't think, off of sorghum. However, off of the sorghum that we are getting, we can. That's because I've got the extended straw crops mod turned on. Plus, we can take all of this and turn it into silage later on. I don't plan on going any bigger when it comes to our combine harvesters. However, I do plan on getting probably another one of these, and we'll have 3 combines by the end of it. We're going to have a lot of fields, or at least a lot of field area. So having something nice and large like this is going to be very, very beneficial for us. Since we're going to run 2 headlands around, I'm not even going to run around and worry about this little section here. We'll come back and we'll probably just hit back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 100,000 liters in this. We are up to 6,000 already. That is going to be a lot of sorghum for one pass. Oh, I am really worried about this. If you are curious about everything else that we've got going on. So the sorghum, of course, we are harvesting regular. The wheat will be swathed, so we will be coming back through that later on to pick all of the swath up. The good thing is we don't need a big combine for that, so we use our smaller one for the swathing stuff. We might end up having to buy a second swather just because that field's going to take forever to do. Pricing for everything, we're doing pretty well. These are going to be crops that we can take over to the grain mill. So what I'm going to be doing, we're going to take all of the wheat that we get, which is going to be a lot. It's probably going to be well over 1 million liters. All the sorghum, which I don't know if this will be 1 million liters or not, but we're going to have a lot of it. And then we're going to take our corn that we have. So if you guys don't remember, we have some dried corn that's just kind of sitting there. We're going to take that dried corn. We're going to take the sorghum. We're going to take the wheat. Everything will go to the grain mill. We will sell it there. And then we will take the extra money that we've got, buy the grain mill, and cheat. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to cheat. So after one pass, we have done fairly well. We'll go ahead and connect these straw swaths together just like so. Perfect. All right. What is that? 48,000 liters of sorghum. I could probably make my way around through here, but I'm not going to attempt it. I really don't want to have to bother myself. So we'll come along through here, make sure the pipe is long enough. Yes, it is. And we will drop this off into this. Bam. Just like so. Now, there's something else I need to do quickly because all these silos are going to fill up super fast. We need to take all of the hay and we need to take, here we go, hay. We need to take the silage as well, and we need to dump it into the other mill. So if we take a look at this really quickly, so of course we're making silage from grass and straw. We're making hay from grass, and then we need to jump in the TMRs. This will only hold 750,000 liters of each, which is definitely going to be interesting once we get closer with the silage. And these dump out so slow. Oh my gosh. There we go. 127,000 liters there. Spin this round and we should be able to dump it into the back. Just like that. There you go. So that is hay in. We also need to jump in TMR and make sure that this isn't running yet, because I actually want to get stuff in there first. It does require a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that's one of my favorite things right there to use as well, as the 40-40-20 rule. I think it works really well. So we'll come around through here. We will get as much silage out of here as we possibly can. We've also got a decent amount of straw, so we may get some of that as well, so we can go and turn this thing on. 600-some thousand liters of silage is probably going to take some time, so why don't we jump in here and do another headland? After another pass, we have another 37,000 liters. There are quite a few spots that I skipped a little bit here and there. Also, as you can tell, it's still not done yet. Wait, hang on, silage. Wait a minute. Oh, it's full. 500,000 liters. Crap. Go, go, go. I thought that this trailer held more than that. Oh, no. Do it here, right through there, silage, dump it out, baby. So from here, sorghum is now on a worker. I don't know how long it's going to take them, but yeah, we've also got our swather sitting there ready to go. Oh, wait, do we have any more silage? There we go, got it all out. And then I think I'm going to steal a little bit, not a lot, just, you know, steal a little bit of straw. we've got, I think, plenty of silage at this point, and we're going to have way more even when all this is done. So whatever the smallest amount that we have here, that's how much straw we're going to take. And we're going to find that out pretty easy. So let's go to here and let's see. We got 191,000 liters of straw left, but we have grass in there. Hey, TMR. 127,000. Yeah, we could probably just steal all of the straw out of here. Mine. And then we could turn on the TMR. Let's go. Got it. 191,000 liters of straw. Let's take it here. We'll dump it in and then start making TMR. Baby. Does it turn on automatically? It didn't turn on automatically. So we'll go ahead and activate it. So now we can make ourselves some TMR. Oh, and I don't have to use that other stupid mineral feed thing. A couple things just real quick. I'm going to outfit the T9 that we have as a cart for the sorghum because that's going to take a little bit of time. There we go. Got it. Man, that looks so good. I should have put... Yo, do you think now's the time to put tracks on this Demco? I don't even know if we can. I guess we can go look sometime. Let's see. Let's back this up just a little bit, get it out of the field. At least we'll be here and ready to go. And we'll go and pop that up as well. Cool. Turn that off. And yeah, he's 28,000 liters. He's okay. But I need this, but not this header. This is the header I need. This will do all of our Swathing for us. So let's start about here. I think this will do good. And then we want to kick it into the right. So we'll change our working type, drop it down, and go forth. This will cut the wheat and kick it in towards the middle. Awesome. I think I'm going to run just like, well, if I say one headland, it'll be two, but it's only going to be one swath around. So we'll go all the way around, kicking it all in towards the middle, and then jump out and kick it all back the other way as well. Because I have to come through with the combine harvester and manually do this, it's just not really worth, to be honest with you, if I wasn't greedy, which I'm being very greedy right now. If I wasn't so darn greedy, I would just get a header for the combine and let it do this. Man, that would be so much easier. and I gotta be honest with you, I think DjGoHam thinks he's gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna spend the money, buy a header. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. We're going to do that instead. Let's go and turn that on right there. Spin this around. We will swath this part, but this is going to be so much easier just to harvest and be done with it. This also raises the question, will I ever swath again? Especially with fields this large. Is it worth the extra time? For one field, you have to go around it 2 times. You can't even use a worker for one of them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems kind of fishy. We'll drop that off. All right, real quick, we need a thumbnail, but I also wanted to tell you, I upgraded the tracks. Oh, it's such a good looking setup right here. All right, real quick, I gotta jump out of this because I also gotta set up everything for the thumbnail. Hang on, not bad, looks pretty good. Okie dokie, now that that's done, we can go and move this out of the way, and we also need to find ourselves a header for that other new hauling combine. We haven't done anything with it yet, so I still gotta do some stuff up here with it. However, don't get stuck, don't get stuck, sweet. However, yeah, we're going to have to, man, words is tough sometimes. Today they are. Moving on. First things first, at least, let's go ahead and run this swath pickup while we're at it. We're going to run a little bit slower. That way we don't miss any things. Everything can be turned into straw and be done with it. But we do need to find ourselves a nice header for this. I think the base game header is like 7 meters, something like that. Would be nice to find something around like the 9 or 10 meter section, kind of like our corn header. It is a 9 meter, I believe. So maybe we could find ourselves something around like that. Man, I tell you what, swathing's fun, but I wish I could hire a worker on this part right here that I'm doing. It's fun, but it's almost a waste of time. And again, a 20% bonus though, it is really hard to say no to that 20% bonus. I mean, we're at what, 7,000, 7,500. We'll be over 8,000 liters by the time we get to the end of this. I mean, this is a good combine for this. I'll give it that much. There we go. All right. 8,800 liters. Very good. Let's go dump this. Looking through here, I was trying to see if anybody's made a set of New Holland headers, and it looks like I've got some here. 6 meters, 12 meters, that is too much. 7.5, 4.8, 5.5, 6.1. Ooh. Hello, 9.2. How you doing? What do we got here? Standard black. Okay, that's interesting. And then all of this. It looks like the base one is 8.5. So, yeah, I think the 9 meter, where did it go? There it is, 9.2. I think this is probably the one to go with. There we go. How much did that cost me? 1,200 bucks? Whatever. Let's pick it up and see if the auger will clear it. Yes, actually with a lot of extra room as well. I'm not quite sure if we don't need to go bigger. Hang on, 9 meters. Was there like a 12 meter in here? Yo, a 12 meter may work. There is. It's this one right here. Ooh, I wonder if this would, number one, be good, but I also wonder if we'll have enough power for it. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that. Man, I'm losing so much money off of all of this. But I think this will be the way to go. I maybe shouldn't have sold that quite yet, but if they get 30 foot, let's see, let's check it out. Yeah, the auger's still hanging over, so we could still do some carting with this. Not by much, I'll give it that. And this header does look very large on the front of this combine. But, drop it down. I'm still fast farming. Dude! Yeah. Hey. I think this should do okay. We'll double check it. We'll kind of get into the field here. At least cut in the first part and see how we do. I think this is going to work fine, though. Turn it on. Yeah, this is okay. I don't know what combine this goes to, but this is working all right. I mean, we're not going mega fast anyway, but this is okay. Yeah, dude. All right. Cool. Well, then I guess it's time to run a couple headlands around all this. I am trying to straighten up some of these these hard corners. There you go. Looking good. The first time around, I always try and just follow along the outside. Second pass like this, usually I do try and at least follow the points. That way I can smooth off those corners a bit. Life is good now. Life is good. Right through here is where I'm worried about the most, because I kind of got cocky coming through here when I was plowing up, making this new field a few episodes ago, and I got really close to the trees. The thing was, I was plowing all of that up in, the middle of November? Something like that. So I didn't really care what I was close to, because none of the trees had leaves on them. Yeah. Now I'm getting real close. And I'm a little bit worried, but I did do a really good job of smoothing out this field. Now that I am proud of myself for. Let's go and slow down, take the corner. I am not Jeff Gordon, so I will not go super fast around that corner. Very cool. All right. Don't know why I made a NASCAR reference there instead of an F1 reference, but the only person I know is Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. So, yeah. That's all I got. First pass, more or less, is done. 55,000 liters. Cool. We are getting great yield off of that wheat. Very good yield. Man, I tell you what, I'm going to be robbing the grain mill later on. We're definitely doing that this episode, by the way. Second pass, and we've gotten an extremely respectable amount here as well. 52,000 liters as well. And it looks like our sorghum is... Well, it looks like he's just kind of being an idiot. I'm going to go ahead and dump this into the silo, and we'll finish that up. Something tells me he's missed a whole lot more over there on the other side. Yes. So, nothing behind him. Really nothing in front of him, more or less. But look at all that. You see this? See, a real person would have come and, finished the job, as it were. All right, we're going to hire a worker here, and then right at the end, it should say nothing more. Yeah, completed their task, so I can make this look like a worker did it, but really, it was me all along. Am I AI? Ooh. They didn't miss too much, but I mean, there's a nice little sliver right here. Looks Looks like a logo or a pendant or something. So we'll hit this, and then we will have our final number for sorghum, which will be nice. However, that's going to take some time. I think I'm going to hire workers on this angle right here. So we'll have to figure out what angle that is. I could also do it the other way, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer. It's a 45-degree angle no matter what it is. What are we on right now? 360, so we're on the up and down. 270 maybe? After our final little take here, we have, how much sorghum? Where does it show? 322,000 liters of sorghum. That's pretty good. However, we've already gotten 100 and some thousand liters of wheat, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So here's, I think, what we're going to do. We need to get this guy onto the other side of the field so that we could start a worker. As you can see, I do have a nice little like straight point there. But let's point this away. But I do think that putting something on this path would be better off for the entire field. So we're going to go to the other side of the field first, then hire this worker over there. This side needs less work. That's why I'm bringing it over here. We could bring it up to this top corner, find the angle that we need, hit it, go perfectly. Everything could be cool. Down here, this is going to take a little bit of work, so we're going to use the bigger, more powerful, and bigger header combine harvester for all the extra work. All right, so I found the run. It's going to be, I think, through that way. I don't know exactly what direction that is. Was that 336? It looks like. I'm not quite sure if that's correct or not, but I'm going to find the farthest out edge, and that should at least help us get started, which I do believe is right in front of us. So why don't we go from here? We will drop down, hire a worker, and see if this does it for us. You see, I've almost lined up the outside. I may have done that just perfect. Oh, tell me I did that perfect. Oh, I'm perfect. Nice. And that is the line we want to go on. Sweet. Now, the other thing is I'm going to pay attention to the number it gives me at the bottom left-hand corner once it turns around. The worker will do it perfectly for us. We just need to know what that number is so that I could set our other guy on the same thing backwards. So 336 going one way, or 337-ish, and then making the turn. I guess it's just the 100 minus 180. 159. 158. All right. I think we should be good. We can let this guy just do his thing. Just because I don't trust it, we're going to babysit him just real quick. Just make sure he does the rest. So I looked at the numbers. We've got 158 and 138. Those are our magic numbers. So what this does, it's kind of interesting how the workers do this. They will back up until the header clears the corn, or clears the crop rather, and then we'll drop it back down. It's kind of neat how they do it, dude. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. This guy right here, this is going to be the fun one. So let's jump in here. Let's double check to make sure our speed is accurate. It is. And then we need to find closest. So this tip down here, we need to find our 338, which is going to be quite literally there. So let's hire him up on a worker. And go. Now, this is going to look kind of silly to start with here. Like that. That seems probably silly to a lot of you guys, just to hit that little bit right there. But the more and more we do this, the more and more it should make sense. So let's get about here. Let's find our 158. There it is. Hire worker. And go. So this is going to take time. There's no ifs, ands, buts about that. But it's going to work. This is going to be a very interesting part, to say the least. So, as you can see, well, I'm not going to make it to the end. There's no way. I do want these to be about as perfect as I can. That way, when I'm picking the straw up later on, it makes it a little easier for us. But, yeah, he's going to have to go a long way down the line just to hit the right spot here. So I think what I'm going to do is when it gets just right over the straw swath, fire the worker, join the straw swath together here, just like that. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have fired the worker. Actually, can I line this up? wonder if I can line this up by myself. It's really my distrust for workers that prevents me from doing things the easiest way possible. Let's see. It would be about there-ish. I don't know, we'll back up just a little bit more. There we go. Hire worker. 58 right there. There's the line. Hire them up. Yeah. I did it all by myself. Sweet. Here's something I forgot about. Carting. There's so much wheat on the field that I totally forgot about carting. Oof. I was about to say, can we do it? The answer is definitely no, we cannot. Wow, I just messed that up big time. Looks like if we want to be taking anything seriously with this harvester right here, we need to catch them at the end. Or more than likely, we just need to buy a header that's not the one that we have right now. Yep. All right, well, we'll sit here and wait then. Should be able to get this done in the next 2 passes. So, DjGoHam is going to go straight down. But this area is not 3 wide. So, should be able to hit this on the way back. I think we're almost done. Yo, I think we're almost done. We're gonna get all the money. Look at that. Look at that. Psh, 4-meter header could get that. So first things first, we'll stop this guy dead in his tracks. We will fire up the worker. Back it up just a little bit so it looks like a worker actually did this. Open up our pipe and dump it in. But I do think, even though it was really nice using this header on this field, I do think the 9-meter header is probably better. We can cart with it, and I don't have to stop all the time. So, we will get rid of that large header. There's no reason to keep that. Step 2 is going to be this guy who has done a fantastic job. Everything that I've wanted, everything that we've needed, quite literally, it has done all the things. And it's done, well, I would say 75% of the fields that we've had all by itself. I mean, it knocked that sorghum field out in like 20 minutes, maybe less than that. It was pretty sweet. So we'll get this dumped in here. I don't know if it'll fit. So this trailer holds 500,000 liters. This only had 70 in it, had 100 left. Math. So the next part's going to be a little bit tricky. Step number, what are we on, 3 now? Yeah, I think 3 will work. So we're going to max out on wheat. Not only are we maxed out, we got about 76,000 liters left in there. So we got, I think the terminology for that is more. We have more. We're going to need a semi-truck for this, even though it's going to take literally 10 years to sell everything. Let's do this. You know what? It's a little dirty. Haha, that's better. Love that button. Instant wash, definitely a mod you guys should have if you're on PC. Let's jump into here real quick and come around here. This is going to be the first thing that we sell, is going to be wheat. But don't forget, we also have sorghum, 322,000 liters of it. As a matter of fact, I don't know if we have chickens around here anywhere, but saving that wheat may actually be a good thing. That may be something that we want to do. Man, this thing is so fast. I wish this trailer was that fast. Oh, well, what are you going to do? We'll bring it around through here, then we will find our grain mill, and that is going to be our next stop. Oops. So the grain mill. This is a place that we have not been to yet, but I believe it's just right here around the corner. Yeah, right there. This is also, if I'm not mistaken, a production chain. At least it better be. So let's, before we sell anything, hop out and double check that this is in fact the grain mill. Yes, it is. So 500-ish some thousand liters of wheat will be going in. We've also got a place here for our corn as well. Dried corn, let's see. It's going to be in here. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, hang on. Is that cornbread? Yo, it's a cornbread. Popcorn factory. I believe it's at the grain mill. I'm not quite sure. You know what? We'll sell it here. Worst comes to worst, we'll just get some more corn. It's been a hot minute. I've been sitting here waiting, and we are finally almost halfway through. So there's $525,000 $54,000 for an environmental score. That's cool. Let's pull forward here, and we'll dump the back part. Yeah, it was only half this trailer. Oi. As a matter of fact, I think I could probably go get all that sorghum and put it on a tractor. Hang on just a second. I got an idea. Where's this one? Yeah. We got a bit of a problem here. I filled it up. I've literally sold as much as I could possibly sell. Physically can't sell any more of wheat in there. So, do we take the money and run? Do we take the money and run? Or do we sell more wheat? I think maybe we take this back to the farm. And the reason I say that is because in real life, sometimes you would find sell points that aren't taking stuff, right? I feel like that would be true. So let's take this back. And we'll put it back in our silo at the main farm. We will grab some sorghum. And go from there. Our next step is going to be the sorghum, and then we would grab our dried corn, drop all of that stuff in here, and that will be at least all of the money we can make off the grain mill for now because, well, we don't have any other things, and I don't want to wait any longer. So we've got that. Still buy it for that, 96,000. What we'll probably do is we'll buy it and immediately upgrade it to level 2. That way it'll go a little bit faster. And our dried corn's literally right here, so we don't have to go very far. Nice. I know the whole thing is to make money and trade it in to do other stuff, but yeah, I think $773,000 is just a little bit much, maybe? So, yeah, well, we're going to dump some sorghum in here. I did bring all of the sorghum over. I should have brought all of the wheat over as well, but yeah, we can go back and pick all of that. All right, so there we go. There's another $60,000. We're at $1.68 million. Again, I will reiterate, I think I've made too much. Dried corn, there we go. We will dump the dried corn in here. We will take that over to the grain mill, and then we shall have ourselves a dandy time. I guess planning series 2. Yeah, and there we are. Boom, got it. Let's go ahead and set this to tip side front. We'll spin this around, see what our money is, and then I think about that time it may be time to go. Dried corn should fetch a pretty premium price overall. $167,000 or 67,000 liters gets us what? Well, we get $398,000 plus 41 grand for our environmental score. So I think $2.1 million is enough to quit complaining that we don't own the grain mill. So, well, now we own the grain mill, and we can take a look in here and see we've got a lot of wheat, a lot of sorghum, a lot of dried corn. It is making currently, if we, take a look at it here, wheat flour, sorghum flour, and fine corn flour. We could put corn in here as well, probably. Should have just done that. I think we would have been okay. But with the fine corn flour, we'll be able to sell that for even more. But I don't know where. Oh, to the bakery and the restaurant, but mostly the bakery. You guys know what's going on. The bakery will be our next purchase sometime. Maybe in a year. But at least in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and upgrade this to level 2, which should give us a nice bit here. So we will upgrade for 105. Okay. I didn't want to do that, but we did. So now we can hold another 200-ish, 50-ish thousand liters, which is really nice to see. So we'll go ahead and dump the rest of our wheat in here, and we'll dump the rest of our sorghum in as well. We don't make money from that, but we will make products, which is phenomenal. And that is the end of series number 1 here on Alma, Missouri. I have had a blasty blast hanging out with you guys. I've had a blast making videos here. I've made videos so fast on here. I've enjoyed playing so much that I've actually done the last 2 videos without even getting off of here yet. Yeah, I've been playing for 3 hours and 44 minutes and 2 videos on there. 22 hours and 18 minutes set right here. So that's fun. That's exciting. And it is just awesome. So we will see you in the next one for episode number 11 and or series 2. So have a good one.